Sloth Assessment Banks. OCs are only sperg in existence, obviously. I have the eye contact problem thing too.
All right, I just wanted to share that real quick on if it came out. I didn't get a chance to see his stream. Apparently, my buddy, Destroyed by Foids, streamed not too long ago, and he made a comment that I'm the only Spurg in the world. Well, that's not true at all, but we'll talk about that later. But now I'm looking here. Apparently, my buddy Dumb is streaming. It's funny. I checked his channel like 10, 15 minutes ago. He wasn't streaming. I guess he and I are in the same wavelength. So, I don't know. I'll go check him out. Well, yeah, I had no idea that if I knew Dumb was streaming, I wouldn't have done this. I figured, I said, what the hell? I'll dick around for like an hour. It's not going to be, every stream is different. It's not going to be like last night's stream, I hope. But you're telling me Dumb is streaming, or is he? Because I got to go check. I have no idea. Is my boy Dumb on? Is James with us? In the meantime, I'd like to share another video here. Hold on if I can find it. Is Dumb streaming? Yes, I got the white face, the backlight. It's coming on. Hold on. I got it. Let's hear that. Yeah. Where was I? Why don't we share this lovely video here? No, wait, this is the wrong one. This is hard to figure out. I'm slow. Which screen am I trying to share? Okay, sharing screen is kind of a pain in the ass. No, but I want to do, what's his name? Stop screen. Okay, present, share screen. Here's the one I wanted. There we go. I think that's it. There we go. Frumpy, 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 Okay, I just wanted to share that because that was courtesy of Kevin Mebanks. It was very nice. He had a couple videos of me singing AI songs. One was Steve Winwood, "Back in the High Life Again. All the doors that closed before will open up again." Yeah, I also had a Aztec Camera. "I hear your footsteps in the street. Won't be long before we meet. It's obvious." But those went down. I guess he thought that was more entertaining. Sorry, I got some schmutz on my under sweatshirt here. All right, but now, more importantly, because I got too much going on here, is Jesus Christ, why is nothing working? All right, hold on. Jesus Christ. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm a little slow tonight, but I want to actually talk about food stamps in a minute. I'm going to talk about food stamps and what else. Now, if I can take a break. I can go watch. We can go watch Dumb, or I can put Dumb on here. I didn't know he was streaming, but you guys have me to thank because remember he didn't want to stream. Then Donda came on my stream and he got a little jelly, and then he has to stream now. No, I'm not seeing him. Is he live on his backup? Seriously, is he live on his backup? Because he's not live on his original channel. Let's take a look. Here's what I'm seeing as of right now, unless something's wrong here. So as of right now, if someone were live, there would be you'd see it and it would say live. So is he live on his backup? Where is he? Where is? How do I do this? Jesus Christ! There we go. Where is he live exactly? All I see is that last stream he did on New Year's. Oh, he's live on his backup. Why is he? It makes no sense. Why do you unprivate the one channel to? Okay. Yeah, we can't get a consensus of if he is or where he is or what he's doing. Normies, man. They got 3 accounts or 5 accounts or 10 accounts and multiple names. I'm just occupational click, man. He was depressed and wanted man. Then he was It All Starts with a Yes. And he's got the backup. Then he's back and streaming. He's depressed and wanted man again. But then he's streaming on the back. It's I can't follow. If you're going to go watch him, watch him. I wanted more streams from him, but I didn't check his backup. I thought he was going back to the main channel that he unprivated. Why even unprivate it? All the videos are still hidden. Yeah, he said, yeah, I saw that comment. Is he talking? Do I have to go now? Do we have to end this stream and I'll go talk to fucking Dumb? I really don't want to, unless he's doing what is he doing the whole StreamYards thing again? Because I didn't know he was Christ. So he's on the depressed unwanted man backup. Okay, so this is oh, he is live. Okay,
arm handle thing, whatever
I don't know if I even want to watch him.
It was perfectly fine. You don't need a whole goddamn bucket.
You don't need a whole goddamn
There's
bucket.
only
That's
so
for
much
sure.
floor
Amen.
space.
Amen. Yeah, I see it now.
So he eats the smelliest shit you ever smelled, seafood and all kinds of shit. And it's usually right before he goes to bed.
See, it's
So
not.
throw it in the bucket. Put the bucket.
I don't know who he's talking about, but that's not very nice. It sounds like he's abusing whoever this guy is. You know, just like we abuse Denmark Andy, Dumb is abusing this whoever the fuck he's. You know. Well, I'm dismayed by
I'm saying this, you know. So he kind of huffs and puffs, and then he does do it then. But
don't abuse the man.
It's smell your fucking whatever.
Don't abuse the man. It's appalling. That's all I can say. All right. So yeah, I know I'm going to keep my stream going. Maybe I'll be in and out of Dumbs. I wasn't going to stream, but why he unprivated his original, his I shouldn't say original, his main channel. His original is gone, but he unprivated his main channel, changed his name from It All Starts With Yes back to Depressed Unwanted Man, but all the videos are private except the stream, and now and when this stream ends, because it's on his backup, as soon as it ends, it'll auto private. So I don't know what the hell he's doing. It just, yes, the ghost face killer, boo. Don't worry, I'll actually, I might talk about myself, but I'll actually try to answer some of your comments and questions. I thought about doing one of those Q&As, but I realized something. We can try it, but the Q&A, it's sort of like, let's say Matt wants to ask me what my favorite color is, right? And Totem wants to ask me what my favorite food is. Okay, before I can even get to the second question, I might go like on a whole dissertation about the color blue or some shit, and then other questions might come up. We might never get to question number 2. That's why I'm afraid of doing any type of Q&A sort of thing. But no, yes, Totem, not Totem. Matt, as you were saying, I saw those comments. Dumb said it was appalling how Denmark Andy was treated. I was very tolerant of Denmark Andy until the very end when he was getting obnoxious and obscene. He was saying nasty things to Cassandra. So I got almost like when a child feels like he can't get his parents' attention. So he figures, you know what, I'll go take a piss on the wall or set the carpet on fire, then they'll have to pay attention to me. Denmark Andy was acting kind of naughty towards the end there, but I think he was partly overwhelmed that we had, 2 guests. It was me and the 2 guests, DBF and his friend Chris Dubbs, who I liked. Chris Dubbs is a very nice young fellow. Chris Dubbs has autism. Autism is a lived experience. It's not something, we'll talk about that in a minute, but I think Denmark Andy got overwhelmed with, all the too many people. He wanted to bring attention back. So if I felt like it, I can pull up the other video and we can read the comments together. But yeah, who is he claiming abused Denmark Andy? Yeah, I'm not sure who started what, but you guys got it back together. It started off with some tension, but you were, and I said to Dumb, I'm not going to go back and look at the comments. I'll just tell you what I said. I said to Dumb, the comment, I responded. I said, Dumb, my last night's stream, it was 4 hours. I know you didn't watch all 4 hours. So you watched 4 minutes. Don't make an assumption based on that 4 minutes, So yeah, so Dumb that was a strange thing for him to say. He clearly didn't watch the stream. That's the thing about Dumb. He doesn't watch, but he comments. There are others out there who do the opposite. They do watch, but they don't comment. I know who some of you people are, but Dumb is the opposite. He'll comment after watching like 2 minutes, like he's done that before. So I always tell him, don't leave a comment to be nice. Don't feel the need to leave a comment. Unless you actually want to watch the fucking thing, don't bother commenting. You can't watch 2 minutes of a fucking 4-hour stream and think you know what's going on. So that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, exactly. See, that's the thing. Those of us who were there last night and we watched the whole 4 hours or the bulk of it, yes. I was very tolerant in Denmark Andy. I gave him a lot of screen time. He had more screen time than he was the first guest to come on. He was there towards the end. He was getting obnoxious and obscene towards the end there. It was getting way out of hand. I don't think he's autistic. I think he really is a drug addict. Well, we know he's a drug addict. And I think he'd gotten to a point, like I said, kind of like a child. He wanted the attention. He figured if I'm naughty, I'll get the attention. Because I was, my attention was divided between him and Matt and that newcomer, Chris Dubbs, who I was enjoying. I think Denmark Andy wanted attention like a child. Plus, he had told us he hadn't slept in hours and hours and he was doing drugs. So it was like, he needs to be told enough. It's time to go to bed, young man, like a child. So yeah, he was correct. He was coked out of his brain. I agree. Yes, I agree. Maybe he'll come on again sometime, but we need a little Denmark Andy break. And what is dumb talking about?
I could have been home hours ago.
Hours ago, man.
And as a truck driver and as a single, unwanted, depressed, well, I can't really say unwanted, but you know, as someone who lives by themselves, like I'm not in a hurry. I even told him that.
I'm not sure if I missed his response to me or if he didn't even respond to me yet. I don't know. I don't care. This is the second time this happened. I go to stream and I find out Dumb is streaming. But again, he streamed on the one channel and I'm streaming on the other channel. He's just like a ping pong ball. So you guys can go watch Dumb if you want. I'll just be here. I want to talk about food stamps in a minute. What happened with the food stamp situation? That's the real reason I wanted to stream, for like a record, for my own records of the food stamp thing. So we will talk food stamps if you want. We'll talk about spergdom if you want. We can talk about depressed unwanted man if you want. We can talk about the weather if you want. It's another thing. We got a little snow here today. Not a lot, but a few inches. It's like pain. I got to go out and shovel, get the driveway, brush off the cars. It's just pain. It is such a pain in the ass to get snow. And I don't know if I'm having like mental problems. I'm like screwing up words and I'm just tired or whatever. I didn't sleep quite well, but maybe because not having being out of work for the past several months, doing something laborious like shoveling snow makes me, and I tried to cook dinner and I burned the pork chops. It's a whole other story, but I managed to make something else, but never mind. All right. So what are we talking about? What are we doing? Are we watching me? We're watching Dumb. What is going on here? Let's take a look here. I guess we're watching Dumb. Yeah. Well, fortunately, it's actually funny because this is his backup channel. He only has 96 subscribers, and it seems like it's the same 2 or 3 people like flooding, spamming, whatever you want to call it. You got Cassandra, Judas. You got this Grotesque Subhuman 3 asshole piece of shit. And, Rafterman, he's over there. Oh. Let's see. Dumb doesn't appear to be using StreamYards. So, someone liked my comment. Somebody gave me a like. The comment I sent to Dumb was probably Matthew. What I'll probably do, communal off day, Dumb isn't using StreamYard, so if he wants, he can come on I would love for him to come on for like 5 or 10 minutes, and maybe we can bring DBF on, just like we had instead of Denmark Andy, we can have me, DBF, and Dumb. I kind of got you guys chatting again in the comment section there. Anyway, so let's talk about food stamps because I did accomplish one kind of with food stamps. So I'm going to try to give you an example. It's kind of strange. It's like, okay, it's a little tricky. It confused me. Fortunately, I was able to call the county. And, usually when you call the county, you get put on hold. Like I left a message last week. No one ever called me back. I got through by the grace of God. Thank Christ. Someone actually answered the phone today and answered my question because it's confusing. Would anyone like to hear about my food stamps or do you want to watch some James? You pick. You have a vote. Food stamps versus watching James. Yes, this is the where the losers hang out. This is where we all
around the holidays. Yeah.
This is where Dumb's fans and losers Dumb's rejects come to die. Yes, welcome. Yes, I call you guys. I like to call starlings. The starling is a bird. They all fly. They're small, but they fly around together. They go from nest to nest to nest as a big group. Yes, my starlings. You guys, well, not just my starlings. You're the starlings. I'm just one of the nests along the way when you guys all fly around in a big flock together. Starlings. Now, I was going to talk about food stamps, but we can watch some more James if you want. We can watch me watch James. We can do whatever you guys want.
We're just on the different coasts,
But, just the few sentences I'm hearing, this doesn't sound like one of, I asked Dumb to come back. He complied, but this isn't what, whatever. Who cares? Okay. Now, where was I? We're going to talk about food stamps or we're going to talk about Dumb. No answer means
for
Dumb.
Different reasons, I guess. But yeah, he's got like social issues. Like GS3 asked me like what did I think his problem was, and it seems to be all mental to me.
It's funny. He's talking about, if anyone's just heard that, about someone had social issues. Don't we all have social issues? If you're one of the starlings or you run one of the starling nests, don't you by definition have social issues? Why else would you be here? So he's talking about, I guess, a coworker he's having problems with. Well, what's the problem? I mean,
So it seems like he's finally trying to expand.
Oh, whatever. So Well, no, you're one. I thought you're one of Dumb's favorites. I thought you were still a Dummite. I still like Dumb. I'm glad he came back. I was just saying before you came here, he unprivated his channel, but the videos are still private. He changed his name back from It All Starts with ES back to Depressed and Wanted Man. He streamed there last time. This time he's streaming on his backup. It's like there's no consistency. It's like, why is he streaming here? Yeah, I had no idea he was streaming because I checked his main channel, Depressed and Wanted Man. It All Starts with ES. He wasn't streaming. So I said, all right, what the hell? I'll dick around for like an hour or so. Then these people tell me that he's streaming, but now he's on his backup. It's like, is there any rhyme or reason to what, I don't get it. I'm not here to even knock Dumb. I'm just like, I was like so shocked. I'm like, he's streaming? I just checked his channel. Why, thank you. It is beautiful, isn't it? Like I look like a hedgehog, like a prickly, spiky hedgehog. Yeah. I should start combing again. It's getting long enough. After I get out of the shower, I should run a comb through it. It does this now because it's, getting to that, drama. Yep, that's what we do here. We do nothing but drama. No, actually, I was hoping Dumb would come on and he can talk to DBF and maybe we can bury this hatchet and all be friends again, be lovers again, be the best of besties, family again. I was hoping, as least I could do. It's my, I'm not a miracle worker, but it's my way to atone for all my social problems. Yeah, I guess in a way that's true, Born Slippy, to an extent. But I try to we take the pre-existing drama and it's like the happy ending. We'll make it a little less dramaful. See, Born Slippy agrees. I'm glad he's here. See, Matthew, we got to see if Here, let me hold on. Oh wait, I'm not a mod in his backup channel, so I can't. Where the hell is he?
I really feel for him though because I get it. Like we're kindred spirits,
There we go. He can click on that link if he wants. If not, oh well.
And he said in another video that he had a long time ago that he put in all this effort in his body, and then the best he can get is like a rotund.
I guess I don't know who he's talking about, but who looks like I look like George Clooney? Are you blind, man? Have you ever you need pair of eyeglasses, man? Yeah, George Clooney. Yeah, I'll become a big Hollywood star and all that shit. I agree. I'd like to get the three of them on. I see. You got to Born Slip. You got to go encourage Dumb. Say Occupational Click wants to reestablish the peace. I look like I got that ghost face. It's the backlight. The backlight of this monitor, it does that. I don't know why. Maybe I should put it on dark mode. The monitor's starting to fall apart. I could lower the settings, but when I do, everything looks screwed up. So yeah, you're seeing the ghost face from the monitor, not the makeup. Well, I tried. So we can talk about here. We can go back to Dumb in a little bit. I was going to talk about food stamps. What happened? So it's so I applied for food stamps back in April. And now I have to explain all this crap to the newcomers. Christmas of 23, Christmas Day 2023. I went to the hospital because I tore my inferior epigastric artery and I was out of work for several months. So I was out of work till June. So I was focused more on getting my temporary neat bucks, my what they call temporary disability insurance. And I eventually got it. It was a bitch. Trips back and forth to doctors, dealing with the state. The state says private companies. If one of your employers had a private, it was a whole mess. The point is I got my neat bucks. And then come springtime, I said, well, might as well get food stamps too, since I'm out of work. So I started that process. But by the time all the paperwork was, I sent them the information they wanted. Before all the T's were crossed and the I's were dotted, I went back to work. I was running out of money, so I had to go back to work. So they sent me a letter saying, okay, because you've gone back to work, you didn't finish the final step, you're back at work, you no longer qualify. Fair enough. But now that I've been fired again from that fucking job for being threatened by that fucking tall fag and having the boss, go after me, I was thinking, okay, let me reapply again. So here's what happened. Fash haircut. Oh, okay. Keep the beard. I was thinking about shaving this because I shaved. You can go back and there's a video of me shaving in October. I had a beard, not quite a year, 9 months worth of beard. I shaved it all off back in October. You can go back and look at that video if you feel like it. I was thinking about shaving again, but I'm not sure because it's winter time. When I go out shoveling snow, it's nice to have the extra warmth. You know what I mean? It's a good way of looking at it, Thule. This is like a soap opera for spergs. No, I don't think I'm the only sperg in the world. I think that if you can say, and this isn't to knock anyone, I really like that dude, Chris Dubbs, because just talking to him, you can see he gets it. Being a Sperg is a lived experience. It's not a cool kids club. It's not, I'm a Sperg, you're not. It's not like that. It's, you know it when you live it. So if you're in a position where you have the luxury to say, I think I might be a Sperg because I've never had a girlfriend, but you know, and you know, if you're in a position to think, well, maybe I am, but at the same time, I don't think it's real. If you think you're a Sperg because maybe, and then you even doubt it's real, you haven't lived it. I could tell that Dubs lived it. Dubs was a Sperg. So no, I'm not the only Sperg in the world. But when I say to someone, I don't think you're a Sperg, and you try to like give me like weird counterpoints, being a Sperg is a lived experience. Like
in Amherst, New York.
Like, I don't think he's a Sperg. I think he's a failed normie.
And go to the Oracle.
But I do think that Todd is a Sperg for sure.
Todd from Amherst. Or Elmhurst. Whatever. The Oracle of Delphi.
I do like his analogy. See,
and ask him.
I do like his analogy, though. We have in common. I'm very much a Toddist. I still think Todd is brilliant. Even though he can be an asshole at times, I still think his philosophy was brilliant. So Dumb and I agree on that. I think Todd is brilliant. I agree. The Oracle. I'm going to make the pilgrimage one of these days up to Buffalo if I get a chance. That'll be my celebration if I get on Neat Bucks. Exactly. Get all the give me dats. Exactly that. Todd was fun. He was the first. I've talked about this enough. I'm not going to talk about this more. Todd was the first person to say, you know, it's okay. Don't blame yourself. If you're a failure and a fuck up, don't worry about what your parents told you. There's no shame in this. Fuck it. You're not choosing this just because for the fun of it, just because you want to be a lazy bum. You really see how life has treated you. Fuck it. The guy was he still might. He is the Oracle of Delphi as far as I'm concerned. Yes. Now, I really don't want to go through the story again. Maybe someone can keep you up to date. Oh, is he?
So it was waffle fries. I got some here that I didn't want to eat.
I don't even know what he's reading. I don't know where he is.
Waffle fries here that I got from Dollar General. And
he's too distracting, so let's take him off. I've repeated these stories way too many times now, so I don't want to repeat it again. It might come up again in the course of things if you stick around and pay attention. If not, we're not, Well, I don't know enough about you, Totem. You just spend most of your time like borderline trolling, and it doesn't really bother me, but you don't really show yourself. In fact, when you do stream, as soon as I don't know if you delete it or you private it, basically you're like, what's his name? That hell by the dashboard like guy. If you aren't there for the stream, it's gone forever. So so I really can't get a reading on you. I have no idea what you are or aren't. No, there's a difference between being a Sperg and a failed normie. I can elaborate more. I want to talk about the food stamps, but we're talking about Spergs. And that's fine. We can talk about this too. No, there is a difference between a Sperg and a failed normie. This isn't like a badge of honor thing. There is a difference. There's a reason we have different terms like Sperg and failed normie. There's a big difference, and we can go into it if you know. Correct. It is not a badge of honor. No, it's not that. It's not that I fear. You misunderstand. I think I've never had a girlfriend, so I think I might be a Sperg. But, at the same time, I don't think Spergdom is even real. But then, I talked to this one recruiter guy who said, you might be a Sperg, but he took me to the Air Force. Anyway, when someone is saying that, it's just like a vague concept. When I was talking to that dude, what was his name? Chris Dubbs, you could tell this guy is a Sperg. This guy has lived it. Being a Sperg is a lived experience. I don't believe in the whole self-identifying thing. I'm not a white male from America. I'm a black 75-year-old woman from Mozambique or some shit. That's how I'm a dolphin or whatever. I don't believe you can just declare yourself something. We are in life. And no, there is a difference between Spergs and failed normies. Now we have a newcomer. Who's this Darnell Dodge? If you Sperg, you're a Sperg. Who is this? DBF, is this one of yours? Did you bring in more of a fan club to convince me that you're a Sperg? All right, what's Dumb talking about? Oh, crap.
I don't know.
He's staring off into space. All right, Dumb is too much of a distraction. I really had no idea who's streaming now, but here we are. Where were we? Yeah, no, that's why there's all the ballpark. Failed normies, spurgs, these losers, these rejects. We're all in a ballpark of sorts. Absolutely. That's why we're here, I think. I don't know who that is in your profile picture. Who is that? Is that it kind of looks like the guy from Storage Wars, one of the guy who went around with his son buying units. I have no idea who that is. But it doesn't, like I said, we talked about this yesterday. It doesn't matter if I think you're good looking or ugly. I'm not a woman. You'd have to ask, get a survey, ask 100 women of various backgrounds to rate you honestly, and that'll tell you how good looking or attractive you are or aren't. You can't ask me. All right, we got Aiden here with us. Okay. Well, if that's how you want to identify, you go right ahead. It's hard to say. I don't think you're a spurg necessarily. You might be. We know you have the schizophrenia. I'm glad you have it under control because there are other deviations. Being a spurg isn't. A lot of people are fucked up for different reasons. It doesn't all just fall into the spurg umbrella. So you've been honest about your own struggles, and we appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, you got the schizophrenia, but you seem to have it quasi under control, and you're a neat too. So I admire you. We're definitely all in the fuck. We're all. I can agree that the umbrella term should be fuck ups. We're all clearly fuck ups if we're here. I've never fallen this far behind. No, I identify as a 75-year-old woman from Mozambique who is completely neurotypical, but maybe also schizophrenic, and I also can change into a dolphin. I mean, you can't just declare yourself something. Absolutely, because it's a lived experience. As soon as I heard, Chris Dubs talking, he gets it. The fact that I'm not trying to knock you, you take it so personally. If you didn't hear it, if it didn't resonate with you, you're probably not a spurg. That was so, You're Aiden. Aiden, I'm sorry to hear that your prime minister, the great Trudeau, is stepping down. I'm so sorry to hear that. Heard that in the news, and I just thought, wow, I hope Canada doesn't fall apart without Trudeau's leadership. I hope, poor Aiden doesn't lose his neat bucks. I was worried about you today. I may do the same. I'm feeling that, Well, I wouldn't mind, but does he want to come on my stream?
Fuck that. I ain't gonna.
It seems like he's just sort of.
I'm just gonna bulldoze the whole fucking thing.
It seems like he's just babbling here. You know what I mean? So
some people got money and others don't, right?
That's true. Yeah. So if he's just going to babble and ramble, also, why is he streaming on his backup channel? He unprivated the other channel. I still don't get it. Can someone ask him that and get to the bottom of that? I'll leave a comment after his video is over. Okay, where were we? Okay, I want to talk about food stamps. But if we don't have to. We can talk about whatever. Stewardship of the Czar. We can talk about Canada if you want. We can talk about whatever, Where was I? Plus, Rafterman, you said crossing the streams was bad, but I guess every now and then you've got to cross the streams. By the way, when I finally booted Denmark Andy, I only banned him for like half an hour because I knew it was winding down. I was winding down. He was only banned for half an hour. He's not perma-banned. He was getting obnoxious and obscene. I said, enough. So, yeah. I agree. Tell him to come on. Go right now and tell him OC is live. OC is using StreamYard. If you click on the link, Dumb, you can come join OC for 5 or 10 minutes. Go tell him. I can paste the link and Dumb can come join me. He can come on camera if he wants. I'd love to talk to him again. Just me and him. No Donda betwixt us. I'd love to say hi, Dumb. But of course, if I saw Dumb, I'd start simping. I'd say, hi, Dumb, I love you. I'm sorry. Let's never fight again. No. Absolutely. That's how they got rid of this, that's how they got rid of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. They had to cross the streams. Every now and then you got to do it. Probably not tonight. Maybe eventually. Not tonight, I don't think. He's not permabanned. It was only for half an hour. He was getting too obnoxious, too obscene. I'm very tolerant. He had most of the screen time, but after a certain point, it's like enough nonsense. He was acting like a naughty little child towards the end there. Oh, Donda's there? Well, hold on. But how is he? If he's so far behind, he doesn't know Donda's there yet.
We're just completely calm.
You know what I mean?
you know, go out in your porch and watch the world burn down and just be perfectly fine. Because fuck it, you know. Because who cares? What does it matter?
I'll ask her.
You know?
Get them. Also, why is he? I'm going to ask. I'm curious. Also, why is he streaming on his backup?
Like if I'm over on a
And
plane
not
and it
his
starts
main.
nosediving and we're crashing,
So it's like,
I like to be.
you know, it's going to be auto privated. So we'll see what Donda says. We'll get back to her in a minute. Like, yeah, exactly. Like an hour, he'll realize Donda's there. So where are we? This isn't a competition, you know. Yeah, you know, it's funny. My most watched streams are whenever he appears. He's like, you know, that wild card victim that, you know, everyone seems to love to watch for some reason. I don't even know how he found me, but hey, here we go. Yeah, that's when you put yourself out there on YouTube, these things happen. People come and go, and shit happens. Well, I'm sorry. For a minute, I thought you meant Denmark, Andy. You're talking about who's depressing. I'm confused. He's so depressing, I can't bear to watch. You mean dumb? But dumb is better when he's not alone. Then tell him that. Tell him to come here. He won't be alone. I agree. A little bit of both. I wanted to actually talk about food stamps, so I'm glad. I should be able to get approved, even temporary. I'm still on unemployment. Remember, I was fired from my job. You know, and I did qualify for unemployment. And we both pay. We pay beer. Money comes from for the beer, for the food, and for the rent. But that's the problem. That's why, like the other day, what's his name? Destroyed by Foids asked, when do you plan on going back to work? Do you plan on going back to work? I don't want to, but I have to because I'm running out of money. So I'm probably going to have to go back. Someone asked me, when are you going back to work? Probably, if not the end of this month, in February sometime. But I also want to try to apply for like Medicaid now. I can say I'm unemployed. It's legit. See, the state of New Jersey approved my unemployment claim and my food stamp claim. So, you know, it's not like I'm just some lazy bum. I qualify. So I'm thinking about trying to do that now this month. I do it one step at a time. That's why back like a year ago when I was in the hospital, I didn't, what do you call it? Like I didn't apply for food stamps right away because I was so hyper-focused on getting my temporary meat bucks, my temporary disability, which I did eventually get. It was a bitch, but I was so hyper-focused on that. Food stamps are like an afterthought. And like I'm kind of like a simpleton. I go step by step by step, but the food stamp process is underway. And I want to talk a little more about that in a moment if it comes to that. Something about the way the case numbers work. We'll get to food stamps. Mr. Dubs, welcome back. Like I was saying, just talking with you, even though you're not diagnosed, I can diagnose you with sperg. I'm not the only sperg in the world. You're clearly a sperg too. This isn't a badge of honor. It's a lived experience. If you're a sperg, you know you're a sperg. And when I was listening to you talk, you get it. Likewise, it was nice to talk to you. Your accent was much more subdued. I guess on the West Coast in Perth there, they have a much more subdued Aussie accent. When you're a sperg, you don't need much of anything. Yeah, I'm very lucky. I have a brother and we get along. Because I have a sister too, but we had a falling out years ago. I can't stand my parents. I have more stories to tell. I'm lucky by the grace of God. My brother and I get along. Yeah, no, I admit that. No, I've said that many times. No, I admit my brother and I get along, and I'm very lucky to have him. Yes, I'm lucky for that. He's asleep right now. He's got to go to work tomorrow. I forget when his next day off is. Maybe he'll stream again, whatever, like either on his day off or the night before, because he can stay up later. He had to go to sleep, but next time he'll reappear. Don't worry, he will reappear. Believe it or not, in this county, and you could ask Lone Hiker which county, but in this county, it's mostly Hispanics. It's funny because, like, the county office, because it's done by county, they've got their main headquarters, but they've also got these substations. They specifically have this one substation located in like a very black, poor neighborhood. That's the one that handles food stamps exclusively anywhere in the county. So I got to go. I don't mind going there in the daytime. It's not too bad, but it's in this black area, poor black area. And so people can just walk right the street because that's where the most demand is. But most of the people working there appear to be Hispanic. English speaking, American born, not if they're Puerto Rican or second generation Mexican or whatever. It's mostly Hispanic women, not black, believe it or not. But I hear what you're getting at. Usually your bureaucracies tend to be black. This food, or maybe this food stamp substation, it's mostly Hispanics, from what I can tell. Latinas. And don't forget Wollongong. I can't stand Wollongong. There's some horrors from there, they tell me. By the way, who is Darnell Dodge? Is this one of DBF's? And where did DBF go? Why did he run away? Darnell Dodge, is this one of DBF's? Where this person? I'm not. Everyone's welcome, but who is this? How did you find this place? Well, yeah, but I mean, you haven't even gotten diagnosed yet. I would recommend it for sure. Might as well. Like, I would not get a diagnosis. I'm not the first person to say this. Don't get a diagnosis if your life is fine. If somehow you manage to get a wife and you're able to function, there's no point. If you're making good money, getting a diagnosis won't do shit for you. But if your life is in the gutter, which is what Todd's kind of was, when you know when you're a sperg, when your life is truly in the gutter, it's not just I can't get a girlfriend. It's my whole life is shit. I can't function socially. When your life is in the gutter, don't feel guilty. Get that diagnosis and that was dumb talking about. Here, let's go back. Okay. He's doing a lot of like 5,000 yard, what is it called? 1,000-yard stairs. It's a lot of, Yeah. And Donna confirmed he'll probably read my earlier comments, before he even realizes Donna is there. Oh, well. I'm not sure, but the next time he's here, we will pull our pants down for you. You make sure you get your virtual ruler, and you can like give us the official tally as to who has the bigger. You can be the the official measurer. That's the thing. It's like when you're brothers. It's like I don't care. Who cares? Yes, there's definitely truth to that. In fact, I think a lot of Hispanic women who work at this office, I bet their parents came to this country illegally. As kids, they spent a lot of time at that said office, and then when they grew up, they said, "Oh, we go work at the county welfare food stamp office because we spent so much time there as kids." So it's a lot of Hispanic women whose parents were probably illegals, and they spent their childhood, in and out of that place. I think so. Yeah, good call. Good talk. But yes. So anyway, they gave me a number. I'm going to explain in a minute. I'm sorry, are we boring you, Sloth? Go talk to Dumb. Here, he'll wake you up. Go talk to Dumb.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later, privately. I don't know what I want to say to you publicly, but
who's he talking
welcome to Depressed I Want a Man Backup. Nice to have you. So I hope Donna doesn't take any offense to like my thoughts. I don't think she does, because
Donna gonna be the drama
around this long, like
I'll answer your question in a minute. I want to hear what Dumb has to say here. Yes, we're watching me watch.
I think having like a normie life would go a long way in solving a lot of these issues.
All right, we'll give him a break for now. What was the question? Yeah, I think some of them are hot for sure. Some are kind of meh. Some are frumpy. In fact, what was I going to say? Yeah, some are kind of frumpy. But yeah, on the whole, I've said this before. You weren't here, Sprenos. When it comes to non-white people, the race I get along with best are Spics. I wanted to get along with Negras. It didn't work out. These Indians are terrible. Even Orientals, all that stuff about just be white. Orientals don't. The race of people I always seem to get along with the best were Spics, collectively speaking. And we got a bunch of American-born Spics or Chicanos who hang out here. So yeah. Well, I'm surprised you asked that, Necessary Evil, because did you not come here from Destroyed by Foyd's channel? I'm not going to explain the whole story again, but I'm surprised you don't know who Donna is. The only reason I'm mentioning Donna is because, well, Donna comes here sometimes, but we've got Dumb and we've got Destroyed by Foyd's, and there was sort of a love triangle. I'm surprised you've never heard any of this. I thought didn't Destroyed by Foyd's make a whole big thing about it? So I thought you were one of his, so I thought you knew who. Am I really? He always says I'm hyper. Am I really that hyper? I feel kind of. I got to drink beer to like tone myself down. Yeah. I'm not sure what that means. A nester. Oh yeah, he's one of the starling net. Yes, if that's what you mean, yes, the starlings. So if you want to be join the starling flock, you can fly with the starlings over there. Yeah, that's depressed, unwanted man. He and Destroyed by Foids used to be buddies. Now they're rivals. So all over a girl. Normies tend to have these falling outs over women. Hey, were you too far gone? Were you the one you were diagnosed when you were 12 years old? Was that you in Australia at the Royal? Was that you? I can't remember. At the Royal Hospital? Or was that someone else who was telling me that? Was that you? The Royal Hospital when they were 12? Yeah, apparently I'm bouncing off the walls. So, yeah. Yes, I like that. A nester. I like that. We'll use that term, nester. That's a good one. Yes, I'm a nester. He's a nester. Many of this, as you can see, like Born Slippy, the user Born Slippy. He came here from there just now. Yes. He's one. Depressed Unwanted Man and I are nesters, and the starlings make the rounds between us. Yes, my starlings, dumb starlings. We share, not all. Some of the flock doesn't make it here. Some of the flock I have here doesn't make it there. But yes, we have a lot of overlap. We have a lot of starlings coming in out of our respective nests. We're, stopovers for the starlings in flight. Yeah, no, you're more than welcome to be here because you had an interesting story. You're only 12 years old, and they're diagnosed at a time when it wasn't very common in America anyway. I know you're Australian. It wasn't common then to diagnose autism or Asperger's or any of that. So you got diagnosed at a good age. And did you get neat bucks? Are you on Australian neat bucks, or what's your backstory? Right, the Royal Melbourne Hospital. That's right. Yeah, I think he said 88 when he was 12. I'm like, wow, they were diagnosing that early on in Australia, because in this country, it took like another 15 years before they started diagnosing that regularly. Well, you know something? I would go with Donda over vegan dolls. So, just in principle, having someone around, I'd rather talk to a Donda than a vegan dolls. That's just me personally. But vegan dolls, in her sense, no, see, I disagree. Donda is a starling. Vegan dolls is yet another nester. Vegan dolls, she might travel around sometimes. Vegan dolls is a nester. Donda is a starling. So bad comparison. And no, I'm not a ringleader. This is a coffee house. I'm not the ringleader of anything. No, I don't think they broke up. No, he just seems miserable. I guess work is time. I have no idea. You can ask him. Go to his stream and ask him. Yeah, apparently, Darnell. How you end up in this rabbit hole is, No, I think she's casting a fishing net for as many losers as she can get. Understand, this is a coffee house. If you want to come here, come here. If you don't, you don't. She's one of those people who'll be like, she's trying to well, I don't care for her. She's trying to pander to a base. She figures, wow, there are all these losers out there. And you guys, you buy it hook, line, and sinker. That's why I'm not crazy about her. She's a nester, and a lot of you starlings love her, and that's fine. But it just... Okay, I'm sorry. I missed what you said. Sometimes comments get lost. Sometimes I fall behind, or sometimes I'm streaming through StreamYard. Not all comments show up. You do get neat bucks? Have you been on neat bucks, since you were 18? Or who was your... I like to know. Your story sounds interesting. You're more than welcome here. Maybe one day when you feel want to come out of your shell, you can come on too. Yeah. Oh, Matt, we have a problem here, Matt. Several of your peoples, several of them, Necessary Evil and Chris Dubs, and I think maybe even Too Far Gone, they're asking me, they're like, who's Donna? Who's this Donda person? Why do you keep going about Donda? I'm like, well, Donda, aren't you guys DBF fans? I mean, Matt should have told you who Donda was. I thought, I really can't explain who Donda is. It's a whole thing, Well, how old were you when you started collecting a pension? Because you were diagnosed at 12, but would you have to work for 20, 30 years? How old were you when you began collecting your pension? Or are you semi-retired, or you got on whatever the Australian equivalent is of disability? Or when did you start collecting your pension? And is it specifically for your autism diagnosis or Asperger's, or is it for something else? You know what I mean? Yes. See, I don't have to bait losers. I am a loser. So when I put up my nest, the loser starlings will naturally come here. But if someone's nesting to bait, I'm wary of them. I'm very wary of people who do that, who try to bait this community. And that surprises me because he seems to be crying about it in everyone else's nest. So that's why I'm surprised. I see. I got to explain it all. Christ. Well, there's a girl named Beppis. She's here. She pays the most attention. She keeps the most notes. Maybe she can fill you in because I don't feel like repeating all that. Well, actually, Matt himself can repeat it because that's all he wants to talk about. Well, I don't know. You're talking about vegan dolls. Well, if you're going to try to bait in losers like this to get some ratings, don't be surprised when, it's like you set out a trap for ants because you want to start an ant farm. Then you start bitching that there are ants all in your little glass jar thing. It's like, well, you set out to get a bunch of ants. Why are you surprised and upset that they're acting like ants? Well, no, apparently a lot of your fans have no idea who Donda is. I'm amazed. We all know who Donda is because of you and Dumb. So, if Donda's here, she can explain who she is. So what were you diagnosed with in 1988? Autism, or was it called Asperger's, or some kind of level, or Well, Beppis, you can see the ones I click on. When I click on them, I think everyone can see the comments that come on screen. No, so you can see that. So you can see that. That's the thing. A bunch of guys here want to simp for Beppis. I usually like Beppis. I give her an A+ for paying attention. She did kind of piss me off last night. That was kind of rude. I like Chris Dubbs. I was enjoying him. I liked your questions, Beppis, but then you said, don't interrupt. I'm like, whoa. I actually like that guy. Chris Dubbs, it was very fascinating talking to you. And yes, men have it harder than women, but I believe Beppis is also a sperg. Being a sperg is a lived experience. Beppis and Chris Dubbs, I have no doubt, are spergs. You can tell a sperg when you encounter them. Doesn't mean we're all going to get along and love each other, but you can tell a fellow sperg, which is why, yes, as a sperg, I think we are in a better position to deem who is and isn't a sperg. So yes, Beppis, I don't want to dislike you, but you were kind of pissing me off last night. I was taking your questions, which I thought were interesting. I was enjoying my talk with Chris, and you're like, wait, you scolded me not to butt in. I was about to ban you. Last night was the night of the naughty Scandinavians. Denmark Andy, who I tolerated forever until he got obscene. Totem was acting more trolly than normal, and even Beppis. So I don't know what was going on in Scandinavia last night, but really. Oof. But anyway, we'll try to be polite. We'll try to get along. We allow one hiccup, and again, Denmark Andy can come back eventually. He's not banned permanently, so we'll try to play it cool. But yes, I came close to banning 2 people last night. Okay, so where were we? You want to talk about? Okay, so too far gone. In 1988, when you were 12 years old, you were diagnosed at the Royal Melbourne Hospital in Australia with level 2 autism. It's funny, in this country, in America, USA, we've never had these levels. To my knowledge, there's never been a level 1, 2, 3. There used to be things like high functioning autism, Asperger's, PDD-NOS, which stands for pervasive developmental disorder not otherwise specified. They lump them all together under the autistic umbrella. They also, along with like classical autism and lower functioning autism, they're all lumped together. We never had these levels that I know of. Not in this country. I've never heard of any American saying I was diagnosed as level this or level that. The levels don't really exist here. What would you say is? I guess 2 is worse than 1. 2 is it 1, 2, 3? The higher the number, the worse you are. And how do you, as a sperg, would you think I'm a sperg? Do you not think I'm a sperg? Because you have an opinion too. You can say, I think Totem is a sperg, but DBF. And DBF is a sperg, but you aren't, and cat, whatever. You can have an opinion. What do you think? What level would I be? And come on, we like you because I believe you're a sperg, and I believe Chris Dubbs is a sperg, and I believe even though women have it easier, I believe Beppis is a sperg. Destroyed by Foids, I'm not so sure about. That's not a good or bad thing. It's just observational. Spergs like to observe and just focus on truths. We hold these truths to be self-evident. Let's go back to Dumb for a minute while you answer my question.
Oh, you're talking about because Retherman asks the Denmark Andy.
Oh, it's talking about Denmark Andy. Okay.
I should ask the Denmark guy if he knows about this Denmark Andy.
Yeah, they're not the same person. His buddy Denmark guy.
There's someone else called the Denmark guy.
Denmark
You
Andy,
guys
they're
don't really
different
know him
people.
because he only texts me through WhatsApp. He doesn't have a YouTube account that he.
I don't think they're the same person.
But I wonder if he knows this Denmark Andy guy. Well, Cass.
Wait, Cat. He's taking Cass's question. Where is Cass? Speak of the. Okay, speak of the she devil. Okay, so would you say I'm a 1 to 2? How do you? What do you think? You have an opinion. What do you think of me? What do you think of Destroyed by Foids? Oh, is this still on? Okay, so what, Yeah, I mean, that might be part of it. I think when you're a Sperg and you have these really bizarre, fucked up experiences, it messes with you. You get the PTSD, you get the OCD. So chicken or the egg is one a byproduct of the other. But yeah. Well, Beppis, he told us, I think I clicked on it, he gets a pension of some sort, mainly for his autism, but he has other problems. He didn't answer my question as to how long he's been on, autism. And don't start getting bossy. I like your questions. If you're going to start getting bossy, I will ban you. Understand, you are not immune. I said you were the patron saintess. That doesn't give you free reign to, to spurg out. Get your own channel if you want to spurg out. Yeah, see, not spurgs amongst ourselves. We don't always, get along, but yeah, it happens sometimes. Yes, the she devil. There she is. Aha! Video games in bed. Why don't you go listen to Dumb and go to sleep? Okay, he's just answering your question now. So Dumb is pretty far behind. Okay, well, that's the thing. You got to keep the chat current. I can't just sit here and start babbling about. Well, sometimes I fall behind, but I can't start babbling about. Still. Yeah. All right, we winding down here. Time to go watch Dumb permanently. No, when you're a Sperg, it's from cradle to grave. It's the past, it's the present, it's the future. It sucks, but that's what being a Sperg is. Actual Spergs can confirm that for you. Well, as long as you keep paying attention, taking notes, and getting all the facts right, you're safe-ish. Ish. You're like Lone Hiker. Christ. So yes, we were still talking about Spergs. I'll make another beer, take a piss, and we can talk about food stamps. I want to touch on food stamps. So you guys talk amongst yourselves, and whoever's here when I get back, I'll say hi to. We'll talk about food stamps in a minute, because I want to at least touch on that. Where is it? Here it is. Or better yet, tell you what, while I go away, you can watch Dumb for a minute. Want to watch Dumb and see what he has to say while I'm away?
Yeah, whenever these people, they accuse you of what they are.
Yes.
And it just never ceases to amaze me, but they constantly throw shit at me that they are. And then stupid people believe them. Tatum says that Druggy came in ragging a DBF immediately and then joked about F-wording Cass. Yeah, but again, I mean, you can't excuse these people's behavior, but two wrongs don't make a right. And, you guys try to justify your behavior by saying, oh, he provoked me. Are we in kindergarten or something, Totem? Come on, dude. I mean, I probably would have just kicked him out. As soon as he said that to Cass or something, I was just, you're gone. But OC wants content and he wants someone to come on and, talk to him. So, he puts up with it. So whatever. But
okay, enough of this. Sorry to bore you with that. I had to take a piss and get some beer. Do we learn anything new? Was I mentioned? I need to know. I am a narcissistic fuck. What did they say about me? I want every filthy detail. Budweiser, king of beers. Where was I? Okay. All right. What are we doing here? Phew. I'm surprised all of these DBF, Destroyed by Foids, Matt Destroyer people, don't know who Donda is and don't know the whole dumb saga. It's all we've been listening to him talk about for the past, several months now. Yes, it is like a soap opera. Oh, but we're going to talk about food stamps. Okay, let's talk about food stamps. So anyway, so when I first applied for food stamps back in April 2024, here's why things get so screwy. It was April of 2024. They gave me a number. For argument's sake, I don't even know what it is. I have to go find the paperwork and look it up. Call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's my number, right? And what? We're still talking about Denmark fucking Andy. Well, why doesn't Dumb just bring them on and they can stream for 3 hours together? It's okay. Oh my God, my story about food stamps. I wanted to share. Fine, I guess food stamps isn't interesting. I wanted to draw the case number and why there's some confusion and I don't blame you. I regret going down this rabbit hole and getting this involved. I was here to talk about me and my existence and my being a sperg and my own problems. Somehow this became, I don't know, the starlings took control of the nest and I let it get away from me. So that's my fault. It is. And sometimes us spergs, things get too out of line or we can't bring it back. We don't have the social skills, Now, you can go back to sleep and playing your video games, Cassandra. It's okay. I'm not mad. Just don't pretend don't pretend you're listening. Well, I don't know. Well, he was probably a sperg for sure. Tweak. He was His father ran the. By the way, who is Ruby Cam? Is this another one? Everyone's welcome. Is this another one of Destroyed by Foids? He's bringing a lot of his people all of a sudden. Nice to see you, but all these weird people are coming out of nowhere. Like, they're welcome, but it's like, okay, what did, is he going on Discord and saying, everyone come watch OC's chat? Because we're getting, he means well, but I tell him, you don't have to bring people in. Let people find this place organically. If they don't, who cares? I don't need more random viewers. Yes, Tweak from South Park. Yes, because the hair is all spiky. Tweak. I guess it could be one of you under a second account for all I know. It could be a troll. It could be anyone. Yeah, and yeah, exactly. It's like I'm a weirdo, but there are different types of weirdos, and I bring in like another kind of weirdo that is drawn to me and then wants to go after me. It's weird. We're gonna get some weirdos, bring in weirdos. More starlings for the flock. The starlings talk amongst themselves. Tweet, 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 tweet. They tell other starlings, tweet, tweet, tweet. There's a nest over here. Oh, really? Let me go there too. Ooh, tweet. Next thing they got more starlings coming in. It's it's part of it's part of being a nester. I'm a nester, as my Spurg buddy Chris Dubbs said. More starlings are finding the nest. Now, I was never married. Who are you talking about? No offense. I mean, you guys are the starlings. Now, what's he talking about?
But a few people have told me that I might be able to hold a solo bid.
Right, a solo.
And usually that don't happen there for 2 years.
Okay, I regret asking them to come back and stream. I'm bored with this. Well, it's nothing exciting. Where was I going? Yeah, because I want maybe for myself a documentation of the food stamps. That's why I prefer the coffee house over the clubhouse. Okay, because you get a coffee house, it's smaller, more intimate. When it's a clubhouse, it's just it's just runaway, starling shit all over the place. I got to clean up. Now wait, too far gone. You answer my question. What age were you when you started collecting your pension? I mean, was this recently? I mean, how old? What age? You were 12 years old. So let me do the math. You're going to be 48 this year. You're 47 going on 48, I think. Did I get that right? How old were you when you started collecting? Because you were diagnosed at 12. When did you actually start collecting your neat bucks? And do you get housing and stuff? Yeah, that'll derail things. That guy's nuts. I can't stand him. Please don't invite him here. I can't stand GS3. What is his deal? You Starlings tell me, because you Starlings all flock together. What is his fucking deal? He's another one. Yeah, Too Far Gone didn't answer the question about, how old was he when he started collecting his pension? We're just asking an age. Have you been on a pension all your life or all your adult life, or is it something fairly recent? When you were 40. So for about, 7 or 8 years now. Okay. Okay, so I guess you had to work from the time you were like a teenager to the time you were 40. Oh, is Darnell Dodge, is this Chicken Dinner or Toucans on another name? It sounds kind of Toucansy. Okay, that's who Darnell Dodge is. All right, back to him.
Because I could quit and find something else, but there's always something about a job you're not gonna like. So I'd rather just stay here.
Well, I thought he wanted to go to Australia and get a truck driving job down there. Now, and this GS3 is saying that he and Todd and Dumb, the three of them, are going to start some new government or some shit. So, okay. Well, do you get, in America, we call them food stamps. Do you get some kind of equivalent? What do you Aussies call them? Do you get like, the government gives you X amount of monies for food? I'd rather make this an interview about some of the new Starlings as opposed to talking about me. We can talk about food stamps some other time. We got some new Starlings here, and I'd like to invite these Starlings to chat. They wouldn't give an exact date. All Donda would tell me later in January. Later January, it's supposed to be for like 10 days, not quite. Or is it close to 2 weeks or just between 10 and 14 days later January, before the end of the month, later January. They wouldn't specify deliberately. Okay, is Centrelink, is that your Australian version of food stamps or SNAP or EBT? We have a bunch of names. Food stamps is the most common name. They used to be literal stamps. Now they call it SNAP, which is Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. And they give you a card called an EBT, Electronic Benefits Card, which has your funds. It's the same concept, just instead of like literal paper stamps, Yeah, sometime at the end of January. End of January, they said. Yeah, we don't know. They won't specify. Sons of bitches. I'm asking them to come on my channel for a bit, but you can get an EBT. So they have it in Australia too. They call it an EBT card, but you didn't get one. So then wait. So you're using Centrelink to pay for your foods?
It's just, I don't think that he's very self-aware. If I'm using that term.
Okay, I think he's talking about his coworker. Beppis, I'm getting disappointed in you. I really am disappointed in you. Whether or not you were here, I re-uploaded. See, that stream was taken down over a copyright strike. So I went back, I edited out the copyrighted material, and I uploaded it as 3 parts in video form. So what you're telling me is you're not paying attention, because if you had paid attention, all these questions were answered. We went over this in the video. My God, I got to repeat myself for others. Usually Beppis repeats for me. Now I got to repeat myself to Beppis. This is getting bad. Starling, start paying attention, or All right, so in Australia, Centrelink, remember, center spelled the British way, not the American way, RE instead of ER. Centrelink is a government program But program is spelled the American way. That's interesting. You guys spell center the British way, but you spell program the American way. That's interesting. Because remember, center with the RE, that's the British spelling. ER is the American spelling. But while that's true, the British spell program with an extra M and a silent E. You spell center the British way, but program the American way. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, you can't survive off. Yeah. No, Beppis, you're not paying attention. Don't go to his stream on my channel. Are you paying attention? Now I'm getting angry. Pay attention. Pay attention. On my channel, click on videos. There should be like 3 videos, A, B, C, of my New Year's stream re-uploaded. You can even go. I made it easy. You can go to the second one, part B, which is me talking to Dumb and Donda, and you can hear us better on there. So you're not even paying attention now. You just come here for the streams. You don't even watch my videos. I see how it is. I see how it is. I don't really care how Scandinavians try to spell English. Who cares? Right. Well, is Centerlink is it just food or it's like actual monetary? Because I think in this country you can get SSI, SSDI, which is the money, but you can also get the food stamp separate from that. So you can use that to buy your groceries and have your spending money, your PIN money. That's Okay, so Centerlink is kind of like your version of Social Security Disability or Social Security Disability Insurance. It's your version of But so on top of that, like in this country, like I'm trying to get on right now, I'm trying to get on food stamps, EBT SNAP. Before I even get on our version of Centerlink would be Social Security. Before I get on that, I want to have so you get your Social Security, but you can also get your food stamps separate, which is a separate payment to pay for food. So. Yeah, you should definitely. If you're in that country, you should definitely. That's why definitely look into it and go that route. That's why I think you're a candidate. Oof. All right, so every 2 weeks you get a deposit from the Centerlink thing, and you call that your pension. You qualified for Centerlink when you were 40. You said. Okay, now we're dying down. Now the madness is over. Things have gotten calm. We can go listen to Dumb rant about whatever he's ranting about. What's he going on about?
Close to Florida. About
Florida. He's going on about this.
Yeah, so I lay in the bunk, and he gets a call from the boss that he's got to move some trailers down there.
I see.
He don't like that, even though he's getting paid extra for it.
He seems to really be going on about this coworker. Watch him attack his coworker, as normies tend to do. Now, I do give out diagnoses for free, but I have to do it honestly. I can't just diagnose someone because they want it. I've got to be honest and say, well, here's what I see. I don't know enough about you, or I know enough to say I don't think you are, or I think you are. So, yeah, based on what I've seen, I'm just being honest. Takes a sperg to know a sperg. Oh, you've actually got to go to one of these places? Jeez. Wow. We're learning a lot about Australian neat bucks here. Yeah, I can say fairly confidently that I'm pretty good at, saying who is or isn't a sperg. It's, it's fact. It's real. It's not what we want to believe. That's more of a normie thing. Getting upset when their worldview is challenged because they hear something they don't want to believe, even if it's true. And when someone's acting like that, well, right off the bat, I think, So too far gone, do you go to one of these places every week or every 2 weeks, or you get some other, like your pension is from your job, you retired or you got injured or something? Do you have to go to a Centerlink station every couple of weeks or what? We need to know. We need every filthy detail. They used to make you do work programs back years ago. Yeah. In theory, when you're on unemployment like I am temporarily, there could be some back to work thing, but it's unlikely. So then how do you get paid? If you don't go to the Centerlink place every week, how do you get your money? Oh, you don't have a Centerlink. So you're just getting what, a pension from a former job is what you're saying? You're able to retire at 40? Or some diagnoses say, okay, you're too screwed up. You don't have to come into the Centerlink place. But he says, okay, so you are on Centerlink, but you don't go to the places anymore. You just do it all online and they don't bother you. Right. So you're getting Centerlink, but you don't have to do any job follow-ups or anything. You're collecting, your monies twice a week. No, I'm sorry, twice a month, every 2 weeks, just for being. That's pretty cool. Social Security makes a deposit every month. I want to get my Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI. Yeah, see, Dubs, you got to look into this. See, I'm helping Australians get neat bucks. Where are my neat bucks? I want my SSDI. That's another thing. I got to reapply for that after the 60-day mark. It's a whole other story. Oh my God, this lawyer, it's a whole long-winded thing.
It's like everything in his power to like disturb me. And then when I get up, he's like, "Oh, I felt so bad." I'm like, don't worry about it.
Wow. Yeah, the dumb stream is kind of boring. We're gonna have to go over there because I'm winding down now. Oh man, I'm getting tired. Hour and 15 minutes. This is pretty good. We talked. We accomplished some things. Yeah, I'm glad I came on. I wasn't going to come on, but then I came on, and I was going to think with the lawyer, but it became more of a maybe DBF will stream in a bit because yeah. All right. I still have some beer left, but want to watch me watch Dumb because I'm getting, I'm winding down. I'll probably just check out some Dumb in a bit. Unless there's anything else anyone wants to say before we say goodnight. But Dumb does seem kind of boring tonight.
That's why I like working alone. But yeah, so learn hiker. So yeah, it's all about. So going into this job back in May when I started.
For reals.
I knew I was gonna have to team. Not this much. I thought I was just gonna have to cover team runs. I didn't know I was gonna be doing it full.
Oh yeah, it was clearly a team job. Dumb is now a teamster. He's clearly they have the buddy system. One guy drives, the other one sleeps, and they switch places. It's blatantly obvious. That's how this place operates. The fact that he couldn't figure that out makes me worried for him. But yeah, I'm worried about him. How do you not know he had a teamster job? Yeah, cool. I'm glad he doesn't have to come on. I'm kind of winding down. I didn't know he was streaming, but like I said, Donna, why last stream on New Year's was on his Depressed Unwanted Man channel. Why is he now streaming on the backup channel? Like, how does he pick and choose where he wants to stream? But she might be in and out. Are you saying goodnight to me or to Totem or who? Well, goodnight. Good night, Darnell Dodge. We're talking like Sperg behavior. They want to get rid of us any social environment we go to. I know what Too Far Gone is talking about. You might find out too, Chris. Be careful.
We couldn't team together because he just gets on my nerves that bad.
Maybe.
But you have to come into it knowing that you're gonna have to. You're living with this guy.
Wow. I'm taking a big risk here, but we'll play this game. I'm taking a big risk. No one has to come on. I'm taking a big risk, but what the hell? I wasn't planning to take calls, but what the hell? Maybe because I still got a beer to finish. But I'm getting to a point where it's like, I want to talk my food stamps. We went down this rabbit hole. The point is, the food stamp process is still all you need to know is it's still underway. I'm still in the process thereof. I had to get them a few documents. I think they have a lot of the old documents that I already provided, like back in April, because it's a whole confusing. Never mind. I don't think any of us are really used to it. We just become accustomed to it in a way because, we're Spurgs and this is how we're people don't get it. That's why I say if you have a great job and no one bothers you and you're able to function socially, you don't know what it's like to be a real Spurg where they try to get rid of you in every fucking social environment you've ever been in, from fucking school through every job, through everything. That's what true Spurgdom is. Well, it doesn't matter. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Tell them that's okay. We just wanted to come on and say hi to some people because people were like, "Oh, they were excited to see him." We didn't know he was.
This was US 22, I think it's called.
22.
Up north of Harrisburg, a few miles.
Mm-hmm.
22.
Yes, 22.
20. He will take 99. It's I-99 south to the turnpike and go around. He will not take 20. It's a perfectly good road. I've taken it when he goes to bed and we finish from that stop and I'm the one who's driving. I take this. It cuts off time, cuts off miles. He refuses because it's not an interstate. And he will go the long fucking way, and it's like this everywhere. He won't take the other way.
Okay, so Dumb wants to bitch and moan about. I like roads and maps and shit. Dumb wants to bitch and moan about, I guess, a problematic coworker. I'm sorry Dumb is having these problems, but where were we? Yeah, see, this is what being a Spurg is. It's not just I can't get a girlfriend. It's like every social environment is hell. They come after you. You can't fit in. They want to get rid of you. It's hard to describe. You have to live it. Like I say, being a Spurg is a lived experience. No, other way around. I probably am confrontational as a defense mechanism to the way we're treated. That's why normies like you don't get it. That's what you say things like that because you haven't lived it. You can ask Too Far Gone or Chris Dubbs. They can explain it. Or even Beppis. They can explain it better. It's something you just, I'm not saying everybody hates me. There are people who tolerate me, but when they see especially that the social upper tier doesn't like me, they start backing off either to gain points with the social upper stratum or because they don't want to get the wrath. So it's very yeah, exactly. Again, we're Spurgs. We're like the opposite of confrontational. These normies don't get it. It's your attitude, bro. You're so confrontational. Just take a shower, bro. You'll get a girlfriend, man. It's your attitude. Okay. It's amazing how normies still go back to their blue pill bullshit. They might understand the truth about foids, but they don't understand the truth about other things. Normies default to blue pill to function. I get it. Too far gone. I get it. I'm too far gone now. You got a point. You get too far gone. Christ, I get it. Well, it's true. And I don't mean that as an insult, but it's true. Based on what he's saying, if you were a Spurg, you don't even think of these things. You would just see. It's not that, Too Far Gone is talking and I'm mindlessly agreeing. I know what he's talking about. You get it. When you're a Spurg, you just get it. And all I can ask is non-Spurgs is to try to understand, try to empathize, cognitive empathy. Put yourself in, our shoes. That's all I ask. And,
you need to drive solo. Yeah, hopefully one day. Why does Dumb hate people with social issues?
He does. Why?
I don't know if I hate people with such short shoes.
He does.
I
Normies always do. Normies always do. Well, when you get fired from a job because some dude wants to break your jaw and the boss blames you, or some nigger bitch wants to run you over, or some rando strangles you in a liquor store, you can get back to me as to how fucking normal, because I never wanted this fucking life. I got the police called on me when some lifeguard chick bandaged my hand, and I thanked her for it, and she felt scared. She thought it was creepy. She called the cops on me. No joke. And the police knocked on my door. I should make these videos I keep talking about. What does near bish? Bish? I don't know what version of English you're speaking. Bish? Oh, nigger bitch. You're trying to say nigger bitch. Yeah, I'll tell that story. It's a whole long-winded thing. I should probably start with strangulation, or I should work my way back from my most recent job backwards and tell my stories. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is not a badge of honor. This fucking sucks, but this is my reality. It haunts me, and everything triggers me and sends me back to those old memories. Yeah. No shit. I don't believe it, but I never would have believed it had I not lived it. Which is why I'm jealous of. If your biggest problem is I can't get a girlfriend, but everything else is great. I got a great job. People like me. I get by fine. People are nice to me. I just can't get a girlfriend. It could be a lot worse in life. True spurgdom, you live it. You know it. It's not fun. It's not something to be prideful about. It just gets frustrating when normies think they're spurgs because it's trendy, or, well, I can't get a girlfriend, so I'm a spurg. Like, you idiot. It's more to it than that. If you don't understand that, you don't understand what being a fucking spurg is, because it sucks being a spurg. But it's good to get these thoughts out, because this is how I feel. Oh, okay. Well, you could use better words than that. You could say, like, I don't know, Nagger Beach or something, something that'll make more sense than near bish, like a near bit. Like, you could say something more like that. Or maybe Knicker Beach or something like that. Something. Oh, actually, no, you can't say Knicker Beach. Uh-oh. It won't let me say. Oh, probably they think knickers means like what the okay, no, you can't say knicker. Okay, well, you can say Nagger Beach. Nagger Beach it is. I'm acting just like a normie, passing elitist judgment over. That's not what being a normie is. Some normies can be judgmental, some aren't. No, normie is about basically how you're treated, how you function, how you perceive the world. Based upon what you're telling me, I don't think you're a spurg. I really don't. I don't know why it hurts your feelings. You don't want to be a spurg. You really don't. This is not cool. This is not fun. Anyone who says, I'm a spurg, it's my superpower, they're fucking morons. For every one successful case of alleged spurgdom, there's how many percentage of us are unemployed or underemployed? I spent my whole life unemployed or underemployed, which is like I said to my brother, either you get a really good job or you go in the government dole. This existence, and not only these jobs suck and they pay nothing. I got people I can't even work in peace. I got people who actively, physically want to harm me. It's no fucking joke. Yes, it is. Maybe the YouTube matrix or algorithm is a spurg. Yeah. Yeah, and this isn't a pissing contest. I wish I had your life. I wish nothing bad's ever happened to me. No one's I work my job. It sucks, but no one bothers me. And I go out to the skate park and the kids smile and wave to me. Yeah, exactly. DBF, it's not like I'm trying to knock you or make fun of you. I'm saying you don't know how good you have it. Thinking, maybe I'm a spurg because some guy at a recruiting office said maybe. It's like you're almost undermining what true spurgdom is. You don't understand what it is, and you're lucky. You're lucky you don't understand what it is, because if you did, you don't want to know this existence. That's the truth. It's a God's honest truth. Darnell Dodge, I thought you said goodnight, but Darnell Dodge is back with us. But yeah, Sloth, see, I give you credit. I don't think you're a spurg. My own admission, you're not. But you're what I talk about, empathy, cognitive empathy, trying to put yourself in the other person's shoes. You're doing a good job, Sloth. Thule. All right. I will be right back. I want to get rid of these and maybe let's put him back. Let's listen to what he has to say.
Used to shuffle.
Right back.
Yeah, I think when he was injecting himself with his testosterone blockers, like oh no, he stopped with his yeah. some of his habits, like this, like throwing his pens. So you're thinking about death because you're turning 40. Yeah. See, I started thinking about death more regularly when I first started getting anxiety, panic attacks, and heart palpitations. Basically mental health problems. At 25, that's when I started being paranoid about death. But I was always aware of it for a long time, but more than death, I got fucked in the head by the church, and that's why I'm so against the Christianity and the church these days, or part of the reason. There's a lot of reasons to be against them.
Okay, I'm back. What's he talking about? Anything interesting? I don't like this. Next time if you stream while I am, I just won't even pay attention because I can't do two things at once. I would have watched his stream had I known he was going to stream on his backup channel. No warning. Great. That's part of the reason why I stream. This is the closest I get to socializing. Now that I'm not working, this is like my social outlet. So I know what you mean. I do like all you people. Most of you are okay. There's some troublemakers. And I like you too, Matthew. I'm not knocking you. It's not, like I said, it's not a pissing contest. I'm just trying to make you understand cognitively. And it's not just me. You're self-righteous. You're passing judgment. No, others here who try to empathize can kind of cognitively, intellectually understand it, is what I'm trying to say. All right, that's nice of you, Darnell. Would you stick up for me if you knew me in real life? Plus, it's true. At a certain point, most adults don't actually have friends anymore. At some point, you get, after a certain age, you're not socializing like you used to. I would imagine people slow down. People wind down. What do you mean? Probably. What do you mean? I expected a solid yes. I expected you to say yes, OC. You're clearly a Sperg, but I love you. I love your little nest here. I'm a new starling, and I will stick up for the autistic nester, anytime. But apparently. Well, if you did, I would say congratulations. Use it to your advantage. I mean, I'm just telling you what I think. You don't strike me as a Sperg. You think it's a contest. This is typical of normies. I'm sorry. The reason we say failed normie, you never got to have the normal life of married, kids, all that. You're a failure in that sense. But in terms of how you interact with the world, you're very normal. You didn't meet this one milestone like dumb. Hence, you're failed normies. But you're still very normie in how you perceive the world and how you're treated by it and how others treat you. You're treated as normal, part of the starling flock. Yeah, I should do a video where I show my diagnoses. Maybe I can even bring up the screen here in a minute. Hold on. You want to see what I have officially been diagnosed? If I can find it. It was here somewhere. I don't want to dox myself too much. Give me a sec while I look. Here, listen to Dumb while I look. The Dumb's not talking. This is an odd.
It became.
This is an odd lull here.
I don't know what the channel is anymore.
Neither do I. What does
I
anyone?
got this large sub count that I don't. Like most of them came when I was doing my carpet tiles, and like I just don't know what to. I just don't know what to do with it. I don't want to deal with. I just don't want to. I don't want the pressure of trying to entertain a large audience or something.
I think I can do this. I can do this. Hold on.
I don't.
Oh, that's answering the question.
I don't know what they expect of me. I don't know what they want from me.
Let me see what I can do. Give me a sec. I can pull. I want to show my diagnosis.
But I streamed on there because, with Donna, because, as the last, she's a big part of me now.
No, War Lion, he does work. He's able to work up to a certain amount. I think he's told us he can make up to $2,000 Canadian, and he works as an orderly, although he didn't know what an orderly was. He works as an orderly at a hospital. He's able to work, part-time up to a certain threshold and keep his other benefits. So he gets augmentation, which I would do. I said, if I could get meat bucks, I would still work occasionally under the threshold, get $1,000, $1,200 a month, which you can do. I might and if I lose the job or feel like quitting, who cares? So yes, he Totem is your Totem. To answer your question, Totem, Aiden, aka War Lion, is able to work. He's told us he works as an orderly. He's able to work up to X amount of dollars or hours per month before being, risking his knee bucks. He's explained that. Did I get that right, Aiden? I pay attention. We all are. We're all jelly, yes. Yeah, see, I paid attention. I can follow. All right, where was I? Hold on, I want to share something with you guys. And I actually think, hold on. Give me a minute. This is a bitch, but I'll get it. I will get this. So I have to open up the damn thing. Close that out. Okay, hold on. Where's the fucking... Jesus Christ. I struggle. I get sensory overload when it comes to having like multiple windows open, but it's okay. Now it says diagnosis, but it should actually say diagnoses. Let me see if I can pull up my diagnoses. Where did it go? I should have made this before I did this. Hold on. Ah, crap. Yeah. Where the hell is it? Where is it? Jesus Christ. Hold on. I need another minute. Listen to some more dumb while I minute myself.
I just plugged this in too.
Where did it go? Okay, I found it. Here's what I wanted to pull up. Did they at least teach anything? Did you at least get to study or learn something? The infirmary, I guess what we call it, the nurse's office. Unless your school had like a full-blown hospital wing. All right, let's take a look here. Oh. I are dumb. Hold on. And I got to, where's the share screen? Christ. How do I find this file? I don't know where to find it. Ah, Christ. Hold on. I might be able to do this. Hold on. This is such a pain in the ass. Okay, now I might be able to do it. Okay, now I think I can do it. Okay. I think I can. I think I can. Okay. Can we see this? Here, let's do this. Hold on, let me try to... This might be hard. I don't know if I can zoom in. Actually, maybe I can. Hold on. Is it Control Plus? Yes, here we go. There we go. Can we see this? Another... Hold on. Okay. I should make a video of this. I'll make a standalone video for reference. Here are my what I've been officially diagnosed with. Officially on paper, according to what I call the Church of Modern Medicine, the priestess neuropsychologist gave me this official diagnoses. On axis 1, as you can see. Let's hope, man. Let's hope. Let's hope that is. Let's hope. Because some of these things don't qualify at all. But let's see. All right. And this is before my recent endeavor with the current. It's like this thing that happened at the recent job, the guy threatening me and then the boss blaming me. This happened well after, like a year plus after my diagnosis. So it's like this shit still happens, like a never-ending pattern. Let's see. So I have, and we'll compare notes. We'll compare notes too far gone. Give me a sec. So I have autism spectrum disorder, which covers everything now. They merged it all into one. Autism spectrum disorder, attention deficit / hyperactivity disorder, alcohol use disorder, but it's mild. It's only mild, they say. I mean, I don't know if I have it at all, but they say if I do, it's mild. So, but alcohol won't get you knee bucks. And then what? PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, caused by being a sperg and all the problems you have in life. And then generalized anxiety. These are all like substrates. I think PTSD and GAD are an avoidant personality disorder. These are all like secondhand in response to being a sperg and the way we're treated in life. So yes. And that's what I said, Matt. Matt, I don't blame you, but if you think autism is bullshit, you don't have it. You can count yourself lucky. If you think it's bullshit, you don't have it. You can just ask Too Far Gone. Too Far Gone, you were diagnosed with autism. Do you think it's bullshit? You think it was all just a silly, made-up, arbitrary diagnosis and you're perfectly normal? If you have autism is a lived experience. If I wish I had the luxury to say, oh, it's all bullshit. It's not real. I wish I had that luxury. When you have it, you know it's real. You live it. You can't not realize. You don't have the luxury of saying, it's bullshit, but I might have it. And the one guy said I might, so it's you don't have that luxury. If you actually have it, you know. You don't need a piece of paper to tell you. It's fucking miserable. So yes, I'm surprised that bitch Beppis isn't here because of the stuff she was interested in. We were going to compare notes. She So, oh well. So there are my diagnoses, plural. Pronounce abalale, abulalale, ebaladaduz. I don't know what you're saying. I have no idea what that word is. Huh. So that could actually count against me? Damn. I was hoping they just wouldn't count it for anything. They'd overlook it. Oh, Beppis is at work. No, this is actually the most important thing I wanted you to pay attention to. You're listening, but this is, go back. These are my diagnoses. You see them all listed? Or can you take a quick look? We don't want to cost you your neat bucks, but you always asked what I had, and we've talked before, but this is what I have. I thought you'd be the most interested. I need you to take notes, the record keeper, stenographer. I used to say Beppis is our patron saintus. In reality, she's our stenographer. I need a metaphorical stenographer. Oh, well then my apologies. Did I leave anything out? Is this everything? Have I gotten it correct? Did I leave something out, or did I neglect to mention something? Yes, our metaphorical stenographers. Chris Dobbs wants to know if I mask. The answer is I think everyone masks to some extent. How well we mask is debatable. Yes, I think everyone is taught to mask. So if even my masking doesn't work, that shows how fucked up I am. Yeah. Oppositional defiant disorder? No. Why don't you elaborate? Tell us about ODD. By the way, I think I do have OCD. I have what they call pure O, the pure thought form, where you don't have the rituals. You don't wash your hands. You get hung up on thoughts. The neuropsych said, because you don't have rituals, I can't officially diagnose you with that one. She said, it does sound like you have like a repetitive obsessive thoughts, but if you're not washing your hands or stepping on every crack, I can't officially diagnose you as per the manual. So I didn't get an OCD. I think I have OCD, even though the Church of Modern Medicine says I don't. So to answer destroyed DBF's question, I might have other things that the priestess didn't acknowledge. So who knows? But but regardless of whether they acknowledge or don't, it's real. Whether they make it official or not, it's real. It exists, whether some priestess wants to acknowledge it or not. And if you know it's real if you have it. If you live it, you know it. Anyone who can say it's bullshit, I think it's bullshit. It's Jewish bullshit. This other guy said it was bullshit. You're lucky. You have no idea what we're talking about. Good. Count your lucky stars. You don't know what we're talking about. Because if you do have autism, you know exactly what it is. Too Far Gone can elaborate. You don't need me to tell you. Oh, that too. The two together. I think a lot of people, that's part of it too. You know, you think of autism, you think of ADD or ADHD. They present very differently. It's possible when you put the two together, you get someone like me. So that's why people might say, you don't have ADD, you're too spurgy, or you're not a sperg, you're too hyper. It's possible the two interact with each other. So I don't present as a typical sperg without ADHD or a typical ADHD without being a sperg. Yeah, I have yes, alphabet soup. ODD, OCD, ADD. Now ADHD. Yes, it's like alphabet soup. Donda, you didn't answer my question. We were talking about oppositional defiant disorder, and you sort of trailed off there. Yes, I agree. And that's why they call it pure O, but she said, according to my Bible here, pure O is not an official diagnosis, therefore I can't give it to you. So I agree with you. Until like the church, the Pope sanctifies it. Yeah, that's part, like I always say, the Church of Modern Medicine. But yes, I agree, Cassandra. Yes. Pure O. It still doesn't matter if you have a ritual or not. You still have these thoughts you're hung up on. But she would not diagnose me because she said, due to the absence of a ritual, I can't diagnose you with that. So. Yes, I'm just a troublesome kid. And you guys who can't get girlfriends, you didn't take enough showers. Yes, that's it. Yes. You're a troublesome kid. You don't have autism. And you didn't shower enough. You got a shitty personality. That's why Donda dumped you. Yes. Okay. Okay. Like, normies don't realize how hypocritical they are. They're oblivious to their hypocrisy. They might recognize it when it applies to them, but they can't see the broader picture of how they're, obliviousness to their own hypocrisy. It's very common with normies. Spergs are forced to face this hypocrisy. We have no choice. Yes, that's all true. It's not helping in the long run. What is the long run for a fucking Sperg like me, right? Okay, so Donda is telling us. By the way, for those who are asking who is Donna, or Donda as I call her, this is her. This is Donda, or Donna from Down Under. Donda from Down Under. Several people here are asking about you. Okay, so this thing you're describing, it includes what's called oppositional defiant disorder. It includes irritable mood, argumentative and defiant behavior, aggression, and vigilance that lasts longer than 6 months and causes it. No, I don't think I'm aggressive at all. I might come across as spurgy here, spurging out. No, I'm the victim of aggression. No, I'm not usually irritable either. This does not apply to me. It does not really. I think I've been the victim of people with this. I've been like targeted. I guess they can pick up on they don't know I'm a spurg per se, but they know I'm different. So these fuck ups with ODD can tell that I'm different. I make the perfect victim because I have no allies, and they can tell I'm a. Yeah, and that's true. Drugs can mess with your mind too and give you those suicidal thoughts, doggo. That's correct. Absolutely. Textures, all the above. Exactly. Just take a shower, bro. You're just a defiant kid. You don't have autism. That's made up bullshit. Yeah. Inkwells just choose to be inkwells because they have shitty personality. Women only get. It's like you can apply your bullshit logic to anything, man. It's your flaw. Exactly. See, this is when I know I'm talking to another spurg. They get it. Being a spurg is a lived experience. It's not a contest or a competition. Hello, Millennial Tomb. It's nice to see you. I didn't know that Dumb was streaming because he did it on his backup channel. So I read that comment like over an hour ago. He's way behind. Okay, so anyway, here we are. We'll keep this coffee house moving. So it's funny because Dumb has a smaller audience. He basically has a coffee house. He's doing it on his backup channel. I don't know. Well, whatever. Are you talking about me going off or Dumb going off or DBF? Who's going off? Now, in real life, I don't present like. First of all, this is my channel. I'm here to talk about whatever I want in theory. In real life, like I don't walk into the office and say, "Fuck you, boss man, you suck. Fuck you, man," and they say, "We're gonna break your jaw." No, it's not like that. I'm doing my do. I get the defiant. Get out of my way. You're going too slow. It's not the day for this. I'll break your fucking jaw. What? And the boss, I blame you. Something weird is going on. It must be your fault, you spur. Get it. That's what I get. People treat me weirdly, and I get blamed as if it's my fault. I must have deserved it. You fucking normies. Is how you people think. Matthew. Oh, and what were you saying? That I'm the victim of ODD people target spurgs? I agree with Beppis. I think the PTSD and the avoidant also, which probably came about as a result. I probably wasn't like this as a kid. Came about as a result of the way I'm treated. Probably do explain my behavior. Yes. No, I agree, Beppis. Beppis, you still kind of pissed me off, but we'll still let you slide there. You're a stenographer. Keep stenographers. Just keep taking notes mentally, whatever. And I'm still amazed that Australia had the wait. You weren't diagnosed until you were 12. So why did they send you to an autistic camp a year earlier? And I'm surprised Australia had autism camps in the 1980s. Something's not adding up here. See, our spurg minds say, wait, something's not right here. You got diagnosed at the Royal Melbourne Hospital when you were 12. Now at the age of 11, you're going to a special camp in Victoria, but you weren't diagnosed yet. It's possible I heard about it in passing, but why do you bring it up? You think it? I'm a victim of these people? You're just asking in general. You think you have it or someone else has it or what? Well, it seems like your parents helped you get the diagnosis in the first place and they were instrumental, or how they know to send you to an autism camp if you weren't diagnosed yet? Oh, it's kind of winding up, I guess, you know. Oh, it was a special needs camp. Okay. And yes, as Ruby Cam says, your disorders will affect your personality. True, true. Life experience will affect your personality and how you behave. Yeah, all the above. Yes, I have, or I've definitely had in the past, these hyperfixations on a special interest. Yeah, I can definitely relate to that. Yes, yes. I guess in some ways, streaming and, you know, even my hellish PTSD thoughts are kind of my special interest. I focus on that when I'm not, you know. I think I've heard of King Cobra. Wasn't he long hair? I think I've heard of him before, but I exposed. I am Detective Sperg. I guess. Well, I thought you were 12. When does high school start in Australia? I don't really feel like answering this question. I think if you were strangled by some dude randomly in public and almost run over by a nigger bitch and did nothing about it and they tried to get rid of you, you'd probably have PTSD too. I would imagine if you had to live through something like that. Absolutely. But you sound like such a fun. I don't know if you're trolling me now. You sound like such a normie. Go, hey, take a shower, bro. It's your shit personality. You sound no different than these dudes. You know, it's wow. Wow. Well, I've shared my disorders. Ugh. Let's take that off. All right. What were we doing with this guy? Should we go back to look at?
Kind of, control who comes in and who somewhat. But yeah, you got to ask yourself is if this country is even worth fighting for anymore. And
the answer is it's not. If you're a fucking Spurg, don't bother. Yeah, no, I'm not looking for pity or sympathy. I'm just looking for some kind of attempt at, I guess, empathy, you'd call it. Yeah, so I guess DBF is just upset, as normies get upset when their worldviews are. I think a lot of us with Spurgs, we do this. We flex our analytical muscles more because we have to. It's a survival mechanism, and it happens sometimes. People get offended and upset when what they want to believe to be true, they're told no, you're off base, and they can't handle it, and they go on the defense, and they do what normies do. Well, just do this, bro. It's you, bro. You did this wrong, bro. It must be you, bro. For any, whether you're talking about not being with a woman, whether you're talking about being a Spurg in a society that hates Spurgs, whatever you want to talk about, like Aiden, you're not really schizophrenic. You made up those voices in your head. You weren't really hearing them at all. That didn't happen. No, you just want an excuse to get drugs, bro. We'll work on studying the books, man. It's like, you can make stupid arguments, but if you actually are schizophrenic, thank God I'm not. I can empathize and understand how fucked up it can be just to dismiss someone because, you can't fathom it and it doesn't agree with your worldview. That's what normies do. And it's hell living in a world dominated by you people. Okay. Dog pill, let's be real. Many people in these spaces are bitter and they tend to take. Dog pill, you're pissing me off. What you're saying is patently false. That pisses me off so much, I'm going to ban you right now. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. That's humor. Yeah. I'm someone who's lived it. Don't believe me? Ask other people who are clearly spergs. When you're a sperg, it's a lived experience. You know, I'm repeating myself now. You're not paying attention, obviously. Christ. Why didn't you ask my brother? Because I can't compare myself. Yeah, when I'm not drunk, I'm usually quieter. Plus, this is a different experience. This is like a virtual bullshit world on a computer where this is my channel. I can talk about whatever I want. This isn't like me in real life. Thanks. Some people don't. They want to attack you over it, believe it or not. But yeah. Oh yeah, I should download some kind of app. Like, what's the app? Streamlabs. I would need an app. Right now, I'm still stationary. It's just easier to sit here and drink a beer and look at a camera on a desktop. It's easier. I can't walk around the house because I'm bound to where I am right now. But maybe, hopefully, my brother's. We're going to try to find a new place. So hopefully, if I can find like a nice, apartment somewhere, nice, go back to a 2-bedroom. I'm hoping 2 shitters. I need 2 shitters. I don't need much space. I just need my room. My brother needs his room. I want 2 shitters. 1 shower is fine, but in case there's an emergency, I need 2 shitters. Little kitchen, little dining room, or not dining room, but little like a living room / table area. So basically 4 rooms, 2 shitters. My bedroom, his bedroom, a shared like living / dining space, and the kitchen. So I want to get out of here. I got all this shit to move. So maybe I'll give you a tour if I get into a new apartment or whatever. Wait a minute, Born Slippy, isn't this your first time here? All of a sudden, you're demanding what you're asking. What I'm going to give you a house tour? You're one of the newer starlings coming into the nest. Yeah, I can't. I guess you theory of mind. I can't explain it to people who won't get it. And normies will never understand us. All those that hope that normies will one day understand spergs. Even here, I like Matt. I like DBF, but he's clearly behaving like the way normies do. And you guys who are spergs know what I'm talking about. You know it when you see it. I don't have to explain it to you. You either get it or you don't. That's all I can tell you. Well, absolutely, especially since they've merged the spectrum to the point where, Rain Man is autistic, we're autistic. Yeah, absolutely. The spectrum is so they merge so many sub-diagnoses into one, but the end result is the same. It's basically social retardation. Whether you can do the academics or you're babbling in the corner, it's autism is true social retardation, not just being unlucky in love. It's total social retardation. Yes. Too far gone. It's good to meet a fellow Spurg, and especially one who's a few years older than me. And I'm glad you got diagnosed and you got on some kind of whatever you're on, Centerlink. You're like one of my, I still like Todd better because he's an American, but you're like the Australian equivalent. You're living the dream. Awesome. That's correct. Rain Man's an example of someone who's too far gone to even do something like this or pay attention to something like this, but he would be on the spectrum. You asked me if there are people on this. Was your question here? Read your question. Would you argue that there are some people on the spectrum so far gone that going online and communicating with people like this is a bridge too far? Yes, Rain Man. Rain Man would be on the stream, yes, but he'd be on the spectrum according to the Church of Modern Medicine, yes. Yeah, it was an okay movie, but I'm using Rain Man as a theoretical example. Yes, what's his name? Dustin Hoffman as Rain Man, the older brother of unknown brother, warehoused away of Tom Cruise. Yeah, I like Rain Man. It was a good movie. Are we sure Darnell Dodge isn't, chicken dinner or 2 cans? It sounds like him, but okay. Well, Hoffman is Jewish, so he probably had a quasi-arranged marriage, and they say that Cruz is gay secretly. So I guess neither of them really, had to worry about the women aspect. But I don't. By the way, neither of them are autistic in real life. It was just a movie. It was a role they played. Oh, Darnell's a woman. Despite having a woman for the avatar, Darnell sounds like a guy. Picture like a black dude. I'm Darnell. Yo, I'm Darnell. So Darnell Dodge is a woman. Okay, I find that even harder to believe, but okay. You've never been here before. How do you know who chicken dinner is? Unless you're another one of these starlings. You starlings have crossed paths in other people's nests, right?
He's with Prince James, but I don't want him to off himself. So, I mean, I don't even know what to say to that. GS3, can you help him in some way? I don't.
Hey Donna, how far along is he? Is he still way behind, or where is
Say
Dumb
people
right now?
can-
If I leave him a message, will he? Will Dumb see it? Well, you're
about
extremely
this
conscious.
subject, but I don't think I will. Yeah. I think when someone gets to that point,
It's not that important. I really have nothing to say right now. Forget it. He's focused on the stream. That's okay. Okay, about 2 hours. Now we're winding down. Now I feel like it's been, I think we've said all we need to say for tonight. I think we've accomplished all we will accomplish in one night. Let's see here. Okay, how do I end up with these people? It's just yeah. When did you confuse me? I'm actually is the first time. Too Far Gone says I'm sorry for confusing you at Occupational Click. You weren't confusing me until this statement. Now I'm confused. What am I supposed to be confused about previously? What are you talking about? Now I'm confused. Don't apologize. Explain yourself. That's not that important. He's so far behind; it's not even worth. But I'm glad he's doing okay-ish. Oh, right. Right, that camp was a special needs camp. Yeah, so your parents thought you were weird enough that they'd send you there. Okay, so it was before you were officially diagnosed. See, again, even before you had that magic piece of paper, your parents knew something was clearly fucked up. Clearly. That's what I'm talking about when I say a lived experience. Christ. A lived experience.
freaks, and we're natural
Hello.
leaders, and we all
Say
want
hi to Dom.
lead, and we all want to be the alpha, the big man in charge. We all want to, we all want to do things our way.
Okay. Oh no. No, that wasn't really dumb. I was just sharing the screen of his concurrent stream. Dumb's not coming on. I don't think Dumb and I will ever talk again. It's a shame, but I think he's he said what he had to say, and now he's just oh well. I tried to get Dumb and DBF to be buddies again. leave it to a Sperg to think I can get two failed normies to be buddies, but I had high hopes. Actually, I'm curious. Even though his phone is charging, is he using the phone as a hotspot somehow? Because he doesn't have internet anymore. So I thought he was using his PC, but his phone acts as a hotspot. So the phone is effectively like a makeshift router. It's as if he had pretend like the modem goes into the phone. Pretend the modem becomes like a router broadcasting the signal. He's using the phone, a hotspot, as in his data, his phone plan data for the stream, I'd imagine, right? Or does he have internet again? Well, if his hotspot data ran out, then how is he on the internet right now? How do you get back online? Seriously, I thought he didn't have cable. How is he on the internet right now if he doesn't have hotspot data? Tethered to what? Because his only source of internet that he said was his cell phone plan, the data plan. So what is he tethering it to? Unless he's like piggybacking off the neighbor or something. Okay, so not hotspot, but just cellular data. So that would go even faster. Okay. You should ask him that. Say, hey, what are you using now? Yeah, that should be the question. Wow. Not only do people have to keep up on my lore, we've got to keep up on the dumb lore. He had a falling out with Comcast, the cable company, and he gave up his internet long ago, months ago. He gave up internet and TV. So he doesn't have a cable modem or a router or any of that anymore. No longer any, a wire coming in. Yeah, I'm the same way. I still like having traditional, a line comes in, you have a guaranteed source of internet. Yeah.
I just placated them, and it just made things worse. Like, she does not love you. She did not love you.
It's talking about DBF now.
She's married. She has kids. She's just.
Well,
you're delusional. I'm sorry. You are. Move on. Amanda's not gonna fuck you. I'm sorry. On the flip side, she ain't gonna fuck me either. So, but or any of us. Like. And I get it. You're lonely and shit. I get it.
But you said he ran out. His hotspot data ran out. And then
when I'm critical with other men, people want to bring up, like Tony will bring up that I'm a hypocrite, and I passed out in the trash speaking her name or something. I get it.
But now we're getting interesting drama.
Can't I move on as well? Can't I?
You can once you come on the stream and speak your mind.
We can acknowledge it. Like I'm trying to improve. Like just because I said or did something.
And what's he using now? Just straight cellular data, not hotspot data, or whatever the difference is. I don't know.
So I'm saying this to help you, Aiden. Just knock it off.
Yeah, Aiden, knock it off, Aiden. Whatever it is you're doing, knock it off.
I'm not going to
Warline.
go along with it like others just to try to be your friend or something. That's a fake friend.
Yes.
You don't want that kind of friend.
I am your fake friend. You don't want to be my friend.
If you don't
either.
like it, then you can fuck off. But if you want to hear some hard truth and if you don't mind,
you tell them, dumb. You tell them.
They hang around, but like
dumb is laying down the law here.
You need to stop the stupid internet bullshit about falling in love with these women who don't care about you.
Dumb is he's laying down the law.
And
this is the most honest we've seen. Dumb
dolls and Girlfriend Got Forgot are like two of the worst.
I agree. They both of them do it. They cast fishing nets for losers. You idiots fall for it. I agree. See, this is why I love the man. Despite your disagreements, and
knock some sense into you.
Yes. I don't trust vegan dolls or Amanda or Miranda. They're just fishing net for losers. Don't trust them. Christ, you idiots fall for it. Make sure you're even stupider.
put his butt up to the
Yes. Yes, I agree with
fucking
Tom.
Cruiser. Yeah, I don't like the way Cruiser is on his main channel.
I never liked McHenry Cruiser,
I like
period.
his incel chat. I've said that.
I never liked McHenry. Never liked him, period.
I might even told him to his face. I don't like his main channel. I like his incel Chad, but the way he acts on his main channel, he's just no. That's just.
Part of the reason I'm doing this, you got to remember, because and Donda can confirm, because he's doing this on his secondary backup account, it will automatically private once it ends. So the only surviving remnants of this dumb stream will be what you see here in my chat, because I'm not going to private or delete anything. My name isn't Totem. My name isn't Held by the Dashboard Light. My name isn't Depressed Unwanted Man backup. So yeah.
Just like over here, I didn't know what else to do. People were telling me to be a handyman. If maybe I could do that over there, but again, I'm really slow.
What's he gonna do when he goes against Watchdom now?
But because I'm inexperienced, I don't do this stuff all the time. I take forever. So can I actually do it? Can I make a living at it? I don't know. I could try.
I have a suggestion.
So
Donda, he should go on Centrelink.
But Australians have a better work-life balance, and so
once he gets citizenship,
maybe I wouldn't be stressed as much.
You should go on Centrelink.
A little bit that I was over there, the truck drivers are crazy. I don't know what kind of pay they get. Like how
try to get on Centrelink.
But they're definitely not paid by the hour because they drive a little bit less nuts.
All these Australians are telling me that foreigners get all the benefits.
Yeah,
so,
it might be, I don't know. I'll see. I ain't worried about it. I'm trying to think about it, but why obsess about it at this?
Totem, please don't make fun of Donda's husband to be. Please, he's one and only. Don't make fun of
The angry man kept telling me.
I'm sorry, Donda.
The dumb won't survive in Australia.
Well, it depends what you have. Like,
well,
no one bothers.
I shouldn't try just because someone thinks I'm going to fail.
Too far gone is too far gone. They don't bother him anymore.
Let's try and fail first, and then say I failed. Okay, well, now let's try again or do some, try again until you succeed. What happened to that? The American spirit. I know he's not American, but
the American spirit. He's going to Australia
before you even tried. I mean,
the American spirit.
Nothing will ever get done if you have that kind of thinking. So, but he is a negative.
You're okay. I'm not going to go back and repeat all that. You were the topic of discussion on multiple
says I could definitely
live streams concurrently. I will not repeat all that.
She said it, so okay.
Well, that was your loss. You walked away at the wrong time.
Your mood lifts. Thanks, man. Yeah.
I didn't tag anything. It might have been this auto.
Yeah.
How do I turn that off? I didn't tag anything.
I was talking to Donna earlier. Yeah, it just seems to be a pattern.
Not me.
Just
specify.
And
who's he? You mean Dumb called him Delulu?
And
I agreed with Dumb, but Dumb was the one who said it. Yeah.
New Year goes good, man. In 2025.
Oh my God! It's going on 4 a.m.
Red Rindang says I'll survive if he has Donna with him in Australia. Yeah, it will definitely help, right?
Right. She'll be your crutch.
And that is a lot of our problems because we don't have anyone helping us and working with us or working, we don't have a teammate, a partner. We don't have anyone to go home to. We don't have anything. We don't have anyone to go on vacation with or holiday with. We're by ourselves, and it just makes everything worse. So having her could just make everything easier and better. Just just have someone to go home to, I think most guys you work with will get pissy when you tell them to stop doing annoying.
Where is he comment wise?
I ever encountered a person with grace at work. Yeah. That's why I'm trying to pick my battles. So, I took out that ladder. I strapped it. He hasn't fought me on that since.
Okay, I'm going to say something. I'm reading the comments of that GS3 guy. He's worse than Aiden, quite frankly. Why doesn't Dumb call out GS3, who's clearly a fucking nutcase? Yeah, ask him. Call out GS3. He's even nuttier. Aiden's at least a nice guy. GS3 is an asshole, and he's even more deluded about these, e-girls. Wow, we really are winding down. I do have. Oh, this is my last beer. Well, that's never going to happen. Donda has said this is going to be till death do them part. It's official, right, Donda? So that's never going to happen. Correct. They will never break up. Donda is pledging. They are betrothed. They're not just engaged. They're betrothed. It's they're never breaking up. No. Well, we're not going to name names, but they're united as a unit. They are going strong. They are, Actually, Donna, when do you think you will get married? Do you think it's going to take another 6 months, a year, 2 years? When do you think the actual wedding will be, roughly? Like, you hope to get married sooner than later? You think it might take a few years for him to, like, whatever, establish residency? When is the wedding? Because we're all excited. I'm excited. Go into the chapel and we're gonna get married. Go into the chapel and we're gonna get married. Gee, she really loves him and they're gonna get married. Go in to the chapel of love. Like my singing, spring is here, the sky is blue. Oh, starlings all sing as if they knew. All right. No, you're not. You guys aren't business partners. I thought you were getting married. I never said you were business partners. Well, maybe I did. I don't know. I think I said your stream seemed like you were more like business partners than, but I guess it was the first time you guys streamed together, so it was a little different. But no, I thought, when do you plan to get married? 6 months, 2 years? Like he seems to be all over the place with the timeline. Exactly. I heard the birds tweeting in the back of my mind here. Yes. It was the first time. It feels like the first time. It feels like the very first time. Tweet, tweet. It feels like the first time. It feels like the very first time. Well, what are you hoping for? You want to wait till like your son turns 18, or you wouldn't mind if the son was still like 15, 16? Is there some special magic other factors, or what is the like, I say the sooner the better. I believe the sooner the better. Which one? I sang wait, we got 3 songs. Cthulhu Sloth, I'm not going to sing this one. Strangers in the Night, I was singing Going to the Chapel, and then I was singing Foreigner. Feels like the first. Which song? You got to be more specific. We have 3 potential songs you could love here, but don't change the subject. Okay, so you're not going to wait 4 years. That's good, because I thought maybe there was some kind of fear, like, oh, let me wait till my kids, like, out of school or whatever. Okay, so you'd like to get married, hopefully within the next, 6 months to a year. We're expecting to hear the wedding bells, is what we're. Okay, yeah, foreigner. Okay, well, that's what Dumb is. He's a foreigner going to your land. I guess you're a foreigner to us, so yeah, it's an appropriate song. If you invite me to the wedding, I will sing that. I'll get up and I'll give a speech and I'll start singing some Foreigner. Feels like the first time. It feels like the very first time. Yeah. Well, yeah, Darnell is 48. Too Far Gone and Donda, you're both 49. 2 Aussies, 49 years old, right? Actually, you're 49. Wait, how old are you? Yeah, you're both 49, right? Absolutely. It's exciting that Donda And I hope they share some of this with the fans. Speaking of
background with their
the groom
feet in the air, drinking coffee, and we'll put it on YouTube and get 100,000 views,
yes,
and then
oh,
that'll fund our lifestyle.
yeah, share, exactly. He's speaking about wow.
That'd be nice.
His ears must be ringing. Yeah, you put your life online. That's
Is
how
that what
you
you mean by
do.
autonomous. I don't know. Autonomous makes me think of like AI or something, but
Okay, I love dumb, but his command of the English language isn't that great. And he's moving to a country where it's even worse, so he might actually lose his ability to speak.
pick up his musical stuff for months.
Yes, musical stuff.
Yeah, that's a clear sign of depression.
Yes,
You lose your interest in your hobbies.
Yes. Yes,
you once
that I
loved.
agree with. Yes,
So
We
the man
both
is
bond.
clearly depressed.
we both bond over
He has
depression.
been for a long time, but it's
Yes.
getting worse.
I know
When
he's
you
talking
lose
about.
interest in your hobbies, is a red flag.
Yes,
So, again, how do you help him? I don't know. He's not talking about suicide yet, so maybe we can still intervene.
who's he talking
But,
about here?
yeah, he's emotionally distraught and he's very depressed. So, there's only so much you can do on the interwebs, and
This is why I miss Dumb's streams.
yeah, we're not really.
So
we
when
don't seem
he's-
to be
when he's
humping
good, he's
Bitcoin,
brilliant.
so I don't know. That's the other thing. We're so soft-skinned, thin-skinned. Him and I both.
Who's he
Like,
talking about?
I say something about his teacher or something, and then
Willem?
it's like I don't know. Can't we all just get along? I don't know.
That's what I say. But who's he talking? Wait, but who's he
Trying to
talking
push
about?
that
Teacher?
young
What?
blonde autistic girl Bree towards Aaron. Left several comments to her, and she ignored him. Well, how old is she though? I mean, she might think that he's an old man. For Aaron, he needs someone no younger than 40. I mean, that's just, again, we're talking about reality here, not fantasy. I'm here. I'm stuck in 2025 USA,
Yes.
Pennsylvania,
New Jersey.
real life reality.
Yes.
Well, where he's at is what, New Mexico or something. But anyway, I
agree. His moments of clarity.
He's not going to get a 20.
Well said, Tuli.
22-year-old thin, childless virgin.
Yeah, I'm in and out, so I can't follow who he's talking about. But
if you lose your job, we're going to the desert. We should, if I do. And
where is he? I don't even know where he is here.
Hey, what's up, the deal?
The deal for real just appeared. I can't stand that asshole.
He deleted it, but Donna says Tiff made him feel worse. Did he tell me to go see Tiffany or something?
Who's Tiffany? Who's Tiffany? I don't even know what's going on. Some of Dumb's friends are people I can't stand. That's true. That's true. Good point. Okay, well. All right, so I have no idea what he's talking about now, but all right.
The
So
introspective. When I was angry, I don't really have a problem with anger though, but I do get angry, and then kind of get that out, and then label it or title it the angry man. Maybe I could do that, but I don't know if I have it in me.
I wonder, does Dumb have that ODD, that oppositional defiance disorder? Is there a lot of pent up rage buried somewhere deep down that's going to come out, and Dumb's going to go on a, I don't know. Is that what he's trying to tell us here? Should we be worried? I mean, maybe Donna can neutralize him, but yeah. So wait, they're planning on a marriage. You want to get married in Australia? Are we doing a traditional wedding? Are we doing a church? Are we doing, I guess, whatever you call it, the hall, the town hall, or whatever you call it, justice of the peace, or whatever your equivalent is. You plan to just get married in a backyard ceremony? What are the wedding plans? We want every filthy detail.
Maybe Algeria. I think that's a French colony. Maybe it was. Yeah, he just said a French colony. I never asked. I never went into it. French Guinea.
That's Guyana, but close enough. All right. French Guyana. All right, time to get off. Okay. I was going to end the stream, but I thought I'd say goodbye to everybody. I think we've accomplished all we can. Now I feel like it's over. All right, I guess I'll go talk to Dumb. Dumb's kind of boring tonight. I'm so far behind. I wasn't watching from the get-go. Oh, does someone else want to stream? Because oh, there you are. Well, I mean, you must have some idea. Like, what does he think? What do you think? Backyard, church, town hall, or whatever. I mean, what are you envisioning? Beach. We're talking a big wedding, very expensive. Lots of we talking like doves and birds and stuff. Catering and a band and I mean, what do we? We're gonna No, I look forward. I'm happy for Dumb, and I'm looking forward to this. So. Well, we should be discussing it now. I'm like the third party that helps you, discuss these things. What do we talk? Yeah, last time we talked about wedding. Yeah, all right. Well, DBF, if you're still here, your input's always welcome. This is a good way to mend fences. Yeah, Sloth, I know you want to get off. I'll kill the stream. You don't have to stay around for my behalf. Go work. I'll get off soon, or I'll keep talking wedding plans. I'm so excited. Talk wedding plans. So yeah, Well, I don't know. So far, everything's come to fruition. He met his dream girl. He's going to go be with her. He's going to get married and move to her country. So his dreams have come true. He's very lucky. I would imagine, yes. I would imagine, but let's double check. I think they're marrying in Australia. What's that? Yeah. I think, because he wants to live in Australia. I figured they would get married, Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They can do it on the beach or something. Yeah. Okay, I like where this is going. See, we're planning Dumb's and Donda's wedding for them. Okay. Someone needs to do it. Okay, so beach wedding. So we're.
I think that this bath, this free hot water. I can't do accents, but no, dude, no.
I don't know if I'm. I don't know if legally I can do that in Australia. I don't know if I'm. I'd be licensed to. You'd recognize an American officiating an Australian wedding, but I appreciate the offer. I mean, we got several Aussies here. We got Chris Dubs. We've got, where'd he go? Where's the other guy? He was up here somewhere. It's been a while. Too far gone. He might be a little too far gone. We got that Necessary Evil. And we've got Matt, Destroyed by Foyd. So we got plenty of people who can officiate for you. Outside of Parliament House. That could work too. Okay. So we're brainstorming. See?
He just stands there. I am not, I swear to God, the class, just exactly how I'm just describing him. And he's standing there a few feet away from my truck. I guess he's in front of his truck, the next fuel pump over. And he's just standing there. And I'm waiting for the guy to pull in front of me, and
he's still going on about this coworker he doesn't get along with. Like Christ. That's between them. They'll have to make. I can't help them make out a guest list. You have to see some starlings will, some won't. I have no idea. That's the same. It's like another social function where I'm not welcome. So but it's nice to think others get to live a life that I'll never know. So it's nice to vicariously picture.
Right in front of right in the warehouse where he'd get ran over. His alarm would go off. He'd have to do his. I'm like, Jesus, goddamn, fuck. We are fucked in this country, and we got to put up with this shit. It wasn't long ago you get fired for that. You can't do that. You got forklifts running around. It's a safety hazard. So and you can't do anything, or you get thrown into jail.
Wow.
And so your own
I agree.
government is against you. That's why I say, you know what, you just gotta leave. White flight, whatever. Peace out.
Dumb's taking it to the next extreme, going halfway across the
when
world.
your own leaders are against you,
yes.
It's over.
Okay, this is good.
You
Yeah.
can't win.
Yes.
And now we're supposed to overthrow that government by the Constitution.
Amen.
I can't remember the exact words, but when that government becomes tyrannical and blah blah blah, it is our duty to overthrow that. It's not going to happen. The government became too powerful. They got nuclear bombs. They got fucking jets. They got tanks. They could take us all out with a drone strike. We got handguns. That's all we got. We're fucked. So peace. That's all you can do. You can just walk away. That's all you can do. We're fucked. I think it really did happen, but of course I could be wrong. Donna said, what's she talking about?
It got a little interesting. I like that stream of consciousness rant.
Embellished. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Embellished. I could attract any gay man when I was emo, but as soon
Jesus
as
Christ, he's way behind.
Gay man was around.
He's up here.
The trucker, yeah.
He's coming on one of mine. So let's see what he says. He's coming on one of mine.
Don't turn gay on us. Are you just making a point?
Fuck GS3.
But if you do, again, I really don't care who's the gay. I just don't need to hear about
you don't want to hear about Bussy Dumb? Come on. You get your Bussy Taylor too.
Asshole or something. I don't know. I don't need that, but I don't really care. But
and yes, why were you taking Coke and codeine? It's just Coca-Cola and codeine.
Homosexuality isn't supposed to be a choice, and so if not being able to get a girlfriend, that's not supposed to be able to turn you gay. It just doesn't make any sense. And there's always
wait. That doesn't answer the question about why you were taking codeine at your sister's wedding.
I don't care how long I was in prison for. I would never rape. Well, I'd never rape a woman out here either, but I would never rape another dude because I couldn't get a woman. And then, so I'm a faggot in jail, but a straight guy outside of jail. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. I don't know, but people are messed up and so whatever. But it's supposed to not be. It's not supposed to be a choice.
Well, these are deep thoughts that Dumb is sharing, and I know when the stream ends, it'll probably go bye-bye. So we got to get this wise, dumb philosophy about Bussy and whatnot before he goes bye-bye. Actually, did you want to stream? If you want to stream, I'll get off and go to your stream because I don't know if I want to.
Amanda, I don't think mommy likes men to love Amanda.
He's coming to my Centerlink comment. Let's see if he gets to it. See this?
I don't.
This is me. He's still talking to this GS3 asshole.
All this mommy shit.
How do you? Can you do that?
Put up with it with GS.
Can you do that in real time? Because I thought you had to wait for the stream to end before you can download it. And if Insta privates, how would you get it? How to explain?
I don't know.
Or you're recording it in real time?
Go on Centerlink when you move to Australia. Is that the internet?
No.
They had Testra or Telstra?
No, you moron. That's not what it is. Christ. You're going to marry an Aussie chick. How do I know more about Australian e-bucks than this asshole?
Because my phone was supposed to work last time and it didn't. But now that I'm going to be there twice as long.
It's like...
There was one instance
No, you idiot. That's not what Centerlink is. Christ.
didn't have any service, and so I don't want that to happen again.
But in fairness,
from
an American's perspective, it does sound more like some satellite company than Neat Bucks, but still.
Yeah. Well,
YT
I
archive.
mean, I'm doing fine without the internet, but if she wanted it, then that's fine. Just sit there in your Speedo if it's so hot. I bet he cools it down. I didn't think that. I was gonna strip down to my skivvies.
This is the kind of thing you should know 101. You want to live in Australia, you should at least know what Centrelink is. I mean, come on, get with the times, dumb. Come on, Centrelink. Jeez.
I don't know. I went to sleep pretty quick, but I did wake up a few times, and it was really hot. I was sweating, but
yes, Centrelink.
Yeah,
I'm actually having fun watching.
That would have made it a little bit more bearable.
I gotta check out that YT archive because I thought you couldn't download until it stopped streaming. So how do you download real time?
If it wasn't, I don't know why. Like something's wrong with him, man. Maybe he's got hypothyroid or something. Because
who are we talking about now? I can't. Yeah.
There's like, and he's fully clothed and with just heat.
Exactly. Come on, dumb.
When I'm in the sleeper, I don't even have the heat on because there's so much heat coming through the curtain.
I agree. If I were an Aussie, I'd
like if I open the curtain, just this blast of heat.
I want to Social Security Disability Insurance Max. You guys want a Centrelink Max. It's the same thing. Neat Bucks. We want our country's equivalent of Neat Bucks. Yes.
Because thyroid. If you do have a high TSH, which means you don't have enough thyroid.
Millennial, are you Australian?
You need levothyroxine.
I forget where you're from. You're relatively new here. Are you Australian? You guys call it the link, or if you're on the government dole, you say I'm on the Seno or the link. That's what you guys, Okay. Okay, interesting. I'm learning.
Or something over
Get on the Seno, dumb. Get on the link.
77, and he likes it at 72.
The link, yes. Get on. Come on, Centrelink.
77 ain't bad. I could have bared that. This is much worse. So yeah, there's.
I have even better. He can be Link. Dumb is Link, and Donda equals Zelda. Donda, if I start calling you Zelda from now on, this is the reference right here. Okay, so Zelda, he'll be Link, and you'll be Zelda. Okay.
All kinds of things, all kinds of sayings. We're fucked in the head. Some of the bad reactions is probably PTSD. Yeah.
The dole, yeah. So that means the same thing in every language. The government dole, yeah.
Documentaries, they said it's a shithole. I think that was a steel town. Yeah.
I do too, Zelda.
I've never been through actual Gary. I've just always been on the interstate, and the closest I get is when I go to the TA, the Travel Centers of America in Gary. But yeah, I've seen the pictures of it. Yeah,
yes.
It is a shithole. Yeah, it used to be a steel town. And you look at the plight,
the CES,
Detroit. You look at Pittsburgh in some areas, although Pittsburgh has kind of reinvented itself. It's still not like it was in its glory days, with all the steel mills. But some say it's better because
let's see if he gets. There's less people talking. Let's see when he gets to my next comment. He's not as behind. He's like only 20 minutes behind.
But anyway, then Ohio, like all the cities in Ohio, the Steel Belt, Buffalo, all these old cities that used to be our manufacturing hubs, and they just went to shit. That's
good question.
America as a whole.
Good question. What do you like better, Brisbane or Sydney? It's a very good question. Good job, Zelda.
It affects the whole country. And
what are you talking about?
More cities go down like that, the more and more it just fucks us all over. And it's just a shame. But again, this is what the leaders want.
What is CES and New Start? Tell us more. Some, work programs or some shit. You want to learn about
the city and
this is why I like talking to people from around the world. This is like the UN. All of a sudden, we're talking to people in different parts of the globe.
It's a city just for car manufacturers. It has like 100,000 workers. It's like Foxconn, But for automating,
Well, Chris Dubbs is in Perth. We can ask him what he thinks about it. Chris Dubbs is out in Perth. I'd go with Adelaide, 1,000%. Personally, Adelaide, definitely.
their cars, and now it's getting to the point that no one can afford their cars. Now, they do have, like, my Nissan Versa wasn't too bad.
Now, isn't the Versa one of the cheapest ones available on the here? Oh, my face isn't here. I'm coming back now. I don't know if you can hear me. Wasn't the Nissan Versa one of the cheapest cars available or something like that? I think, I'm not mistaken. Yes. So can you hear me when I go away or no? I was saying how, like, I would go with Adelaide as my favorite city. We know that Chris Dubbs is out in Perth. Tasmania. Okay. Well, Donda, when you and Dum get married, you plan on living somewhere different? You want to move to a different part of Australia? Is that what you're thinking? Or you want to relocate within your country? Maybe start it,
these so-called, unless they're doing all this on purpose, these so-called smart people, they blew up the foundation of the U.S. economy, and the conspiracy theory is that if I got this date right, August 15th, 1971, when Nixon took us off of the gold standard, this was the deal that was made with the rest of the world.
Yes.
Because
he wants to marry Zelda or Donda. They're going to get married, live in Australia. He's talking about how does he get a job there? Yes, he wants to become an Australian citizen, which is why I say you should go on Centrelink for sure.
There was a deal made behind closed doors to export all of our manufacturing to all these different countries. And in return, they would buy our government bonds and they would just keep this thing going. And so yeah, the people in charge did this to us, and we're all victims.
We are. I agree. Dumb is right.
And there was nothing we could do. And it wouldn't have mattered who you voted for. This was all going to happen.
Listen to him. Agreed.
And again, all we can do is just peace out and
I agree.
Try to live the best lives we can and just not worry about it, whatever. But there was a time I used to be really worried about all this, but now I don't lie awake at night wondering about.
Well, he doesn't have to. He's moving to Australia soon. Aren't they under threat of going extinct? There's some virus that disfigures Tasmanian devils. A lot of them are dying. I think the Tasmanian devil, like their population has really been decimated in the past, several decades, as I recall.
It's existential shit, not shit like this. Although, as you can tell, I'm still interested in it, and I still have some concerns, but not. Well, when push comes to shove, I really don't give a shit. Whatever, Donna's about to make a Timmy Hose decaf. Yeah, so I sent Donna some Tim Hortons.
Christ.
I forgot to tell Todd that. I hope he's watching because
Christ. That means he's like what? That was like half an hour ago you made that Timmy Hose.
Send her some Timmy Hortons.
Yeah, face tumors. Yes. They look disgusting, but it's a shame. They're dying off.
He's brainstorming Dumb and Donna's wedding in my stream. Well, thanks, Cersei.
You're welcome.
And Hiker says base done tonight.
That's it.
Yeah, we don't know when it's going to be. She hasn't said yes yet. So
Zelda, say right now, you're going to say yes, right? Zelda, come on.
It's going to be a couple of years yet, just because.
Okay, well, we're talking about it. See, I work the magic. I get these people to come out of their shells. Okay.
Centrelink is a government benefit. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
But you still need to jump through their hoops because they'll make you look for work. Okay. GS3 says, sorry, Dom, I know you don't want to hear about the mommy stuff. I was just saying about why Vegan Dolls was upset with Aiden. I know a lot of guys don't feel the same about Vegan Dolls. They don't get the attraction. No, it's all right.
Mary, I think you should.
I was just being critical of him, and I didn't want to be hypocrite.
Marry Zelda, get on Centerlink. That's
Yeah.
my new advice.
I
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I didn't want to be critical of him and not of you, but you've always been like that, so it's kind of just funny. But he joined the I don't know. I don't. We don't need any new people to come into this mommy stupid shit.
That's a good point. I think that's not just Aiden, but this GS3 asshole calling it mommy.
That's fine.
By the way, I've changed my mind.
Look, Vegan Dolls is an attractive woman. It's just she ain't that attractive.
Yeah, that's correct. She's not that attractive. More importantly, I think instead of Zelda, I'm going to call you mommy. Mommy Zelda. How's that sound? Mommy Zelda. Mommy Zelda. When are you gonna marry Papa Link, Papa Dumb, Papa Jimmy? That's funny.
I have to be in the mid-60s. I was working outside at 24 degrees Fahrenheit.
Well, no, he'll be married to Donda or Zelda, and then he'll become an Australian citizen, and he'll get on the
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'll start out in all kinds of layers, and if I'm doing a hard job like that, they'll start coming off. Yeah.
Sounds sexy, even a little perverted. We're talking about Dumb taking layers off.
Very fast. 77 degrees is impressive to me. Wow.
Sexy but perverted. Dumb stream is kind of getting X-rated
now. You see them all worked up.
Yeah, I'm sure a Chad plugging on Centerlink can easily get a 40.
I was just thinking about I just sit and I look at myself and others doing stupid shit, and I just think it's stupid.
It is.
Going to and fro and running here and there and worrying about being here late and there late.
Well, I was going to wind it down, but people want me to stay on a little longer. It says, well, what can I do? Because I'm getting bored. I'm going to watch Dumb stream. We're talking to Dumb and Zelda in real time. I've now called Don to Zelda, and we're talking about Dumb's future. He thinks this stream, my stream, is getting too normy because I'm just watching and reacting toward to Depressed Unwanted Man. But it's kind of fun to watch someone watching, like Mystery Science Theater 3000 or something. Yeah,
I got sniffles a little bit.
Sniffles, yes. Watching Dumb, yes. Watching me watch Dumb. Don't worry, we'll stop in a minute. Let's see if we get my next comment about marrying Zelda and getting on Centerlink.
Me trying to date Amanda. LOL. I never planned on meeting her. I just talked with her in private and on Discord before I met Vegan Dolls. Then she nuked her Discord. Going around Amanda's page is useless. You end up just talking to yourself because she never responds. Yeah, so Aiden, you and DBF were the ones keeping my server going there for a while. And then and you're the one keeping Girlfriend Guide for Guys server going for a while.
Aiden's a monster. Aiden, what are you doing here, son? Yeah. You're a wayward soul here, son.
She was never around. I wasn't around very much either, though. I don't like Discord. I just, if I have something to say, I come on here. So I'm glad I don't have a server anymore. It just.
Kookaburra sits in the old oak tree, Mary, Mary, king of the bushes. He laughed. Kookaburra laughed.
Donna said. Oh, I'm at the end.
Yes, you're at the end. He caught up. Now we can talk to Dumb for reals. What do we want to ask Dumb? That's what we do.
Keeping the servers up.
My Gumtree.
I enjoyed you being in there.
Thank you.
I have issues with you with the video.
At least I got the song right.
Call Donna mommy, but I get you're lonely, and you seem like a good dude on Discord, so I don't know. I guess we can move on.
I'm just being silly now.
Heard Vegan Dolls. Here, Discord is bad and full of drama. Well, I don't know what it is about. It's not Discord in of itself. It's just the people,
Gumtree. My mistake. I'll remember that from now on. Gumtree.
You people, the normal people who are normal in the chat become weirdos in Discord for some
reason. Relax. Stop being a bitch. Really, Matthew, come on. Not all these are going to be, spectacular. You're going to have, along with the sunshine, you're going to get a little rain sometimes with these streams. It's just part of life. You know how it is. You stream. You know how it goes. It's like,
bombed my page for 7 months. Felt like cocaine. And then she left. Yeah, I heard of women doing that. Yeah, love bombing, they call it. And then some kind of narcissistic.
Oh shit! I missed the part about Mama Zelda or
thing that
whatever.
they do.
Damn.
And then you'll do anything to get that attention
Matt,
back.
come on. I'm friends with
Like,
everybody.
used
We're
to
all
be.
family. Some
And
family
all
members
that
are having a falling out. I'm
part of
trying to
the
get,
evil plan.
when
Yeah,
normies
these
get
kind of people
upset,
are sick and twisted and demented to do this to people, and they do it on purpose.
And a
And
kidnap,
if
you
that's
saw
what
an
she was
kidnap.
doing,
Oh.
then yeah, fuck her. Zelda is our new mommy. I don't know who Zelda is.
Who's Zelda?
Papa Dom and Mommy Zelda.
Who's Zelda? Now he's looking like I'm nuts.
They become monsters, don't they?
Tom doesn't like me either.
This was
Don't
bad.
worry, Matt. You're not.
Yeah, I
bad
don't know. I
company.
don't know what it is. I don't get it. No, this isn't bad. I cut my toenail there. It's a tactic. Glib here kept trying to chat with me every time on Amanda's server, and I ignored him every time. He was on my server a few times. He was always cool. Yeah, he seems like he's all right. Look, I have my personal issues with everything that goes on.
All right, it's kind of boring.
I think we have our own countries for a reason. Blacks should have stayed in their black countries, and whites should, But again, we are living in a real world. This modern life, like what's done has been done. My point is that not all these black people are terrible. Pierre seems like a good kid, and I'm fond of
my hair
black
looks like a
people
hedgehog. I've been told.
Some of them, and so like I don't want to make it seem like I want to ship all these blacks or something back to Africa or some stupid shit. I mean, you can fantasize about something like that, but it's just the issue is they fucked us. The leaders fucked us all up because these people are Americans now. Even these Mexicans. I mean, in our Constitution, if they had their baby here, that baby is an American, and whether you like it or not. And so, anyway, my point is, I like Denzel Washington, and I like, Pierre, and I like Michael Jordan and Will Smith, and and I had a boss named Rod Kavanaugh at Ruan. He's a black man. He's a very, very good dude. Anyway, so like you can.
God, I'm getting bored with this. All right, I'll probably get off soon. Unless someone wants to come on. I've been winding down for the past almost 3 hours now. Probably another beer, and yes, we do. We list just listening to black actors. All right. Who is that? Let's get off. Let's go. Now, Totem, you still have yet to do your part here. You still have yet to do your part. You haven't served yet. You must serve. I say everybody must serve. You can serve now or serve later. I think you should serve now. Everyone must serve.
What do you can't fix it anymore. That's why
right.
That's why I say you just leave.
Serve now.
There's no fixing what they fucked up.
You got to serve.
It's like,
well, why are you not serving? Totem, you have responsibility. The Totem's got to serve. There will be no more streaming until Totem serves.
Because he tries to get her either. I don't blame him. I mean, you can hate on her for saying yes, but I don't blame him for trying. Let's see, renamed me Zelda. Zelda. Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Mm.
Zelda is our new name for Donna. You can be center link. No, I don't like that.
I don't care. I don't care, you motherfucker.
I do, and I would fix it.
Centerlink.
I'd rather go to the desert GS3 with the three of us and live a peaceful existence. I'm not dying for any kind of calls, and
That's a very weird fantasy. If I'm going to spend my life in the desert with two other dudes, I would not want GS3 to be one of them, but that's just me. All right, so what are we getting off now? Are we saying goodbye? Do I have one more beer? What are we doing? He's lurking. He's upset. Don't worry. Dumb went bye-bye. I have nothing else to say to Dumb. Nothing to do. Dumb is winding down. I'm winding down. I wanted to say because it was different. It was a different kind of stream. I was watching someone else's stream, which I enjoyed doing. Am I reading a poem to say goodnight? Or yeah, I'm sorry I missed that. I had no idea. A few hours back, yeah. I would have. I should have been there. Damn. But oh well. I'd have enjoyed that. Well, DBF has come on before. If you want to come on, you can. I always ask people, come on once to show your support. I never beg a second time. So he served his part. What about you, Too Far Gone? I think you're still here enough to
swing the axe all day.
we can listen to the dumb
But
poem.
there's no demand for a station hand along the castle ray. So it's shift, boys, shift, for there isn't the slightest doubt.
Okay, some dumb poem.
We've got
Sounds
to
good.
make a shift to the stations further out. With the pack horse running after, for he follows like a dog.
Actually, I have a
We must
request.
strike across the
Don, if
country.
you're listening, can he read that Rose poem again? I actually like that
Alrighty.
one.
If you'll notice what's his brand, he wears the crooked R. You see, none better in the land. He takes a lot of beating, and the other day we tried for a bit of a joke with a
Actually, I
book
really like that
for
Roses
20 pounds
poem.
aside.
I have a request. I'd like to hear him sing the Roses poem. Is Don to hear? Zelda, get him to read the Roses poem. I like that
The
one.
money was nearly out, but he cantered home a winner with the other one at the flog. He's a red hot sort to pick up with his old jig jog.
Christ.
I asked a cove for shearing.
Please do, yes.
Martha guy. We shear non-union here, he says. I call it scab, says I. I looked along the shearing floor before I turned to go. There was 8 or 10 dashed cinnamon a shearing in a row. Cinnamon a shearing? It was shift, boys, shift, for there wasn't the slightest doubt. It was time to make a shift for the leprosy about. So I saddled up my horses and I whistled to my dog.
I'm waiting.
And I left his scabby station at the
I'm waiting here diligently for the Rose poem. He's going to read the Rose poem.
Illera, where my brother's got a farm. He has to ask his landlord's leave before he lifts his arm. The landlord owns the countryside, man, woman, dog, and cat. They haven't the check to dare to speak without they touch their hat. It was shift, boys, shift, for there wasn't the slightest doubt. The little landlord god and I would soon have a falling out. Was I to touch my hat to him?
Okay, I don't really.
So I makes up.
Okay, this blooming dog is boring me. Is he going to read the Rose poem or what? Or do I have to say goodnight? Have him read the damn Rose poem, and then I'll read.
Horse runs behind us, where he follows like a dog, and we cross a lot of country at the old jig jog. I like that one.
The old jig jog, yes.
That was a good one. And the next one is How Gilbert Died.
Oh, Christ.
And it's a rather lengthy one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if Occupational Click is still streaming, I'll go over there.
Well, maybe he'll come here and say hi to us. Okay, I'll stay on just for him.
What is a jig jog? I don't know. Ask Donna. Oh, Donna says.
Yeah, Zelda, what's a jig jog?
I have no idea. Maybe like a trot. Yeah, we'll have to Google it. found out the brand Inks is Australian. There's bands you never even think. Now maybe it's just me, but like
Well, I gotta take a piss and get another beer. So yes, AC/DC is Australian. That's correct. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Where was I? So, do you people see me as like a mean, nasty drunk? Is that how I come across? As really angry and bitter, and a nasty mother effer when I'm drunk? Is that what you're trying to say? Because by all means, if you can get here from Australia in no time, come on, sneak in. Where do we go? What's even going on? I don't know what's going on anymore. I was going to go off soon too because I was getting tired, but I figured I'd make it 3 hours. Plus, I poured myself another beer. So we got some new faces, some new starlings came in, which is nice. It's always nice to meet new people. We learned a lot about it. This is really very Australia centric tonight. This really was the Aussie hangout. I didn't know what Centrelink was, and I've learned about Centrelink. I think Chris Dubs has gone away, which is sad, but he was a nice guy. And Matt DBF, he'll get over whatever it is. He's just in a mood. He's been cranky pants the past couple days, but I'm sure everything's fine. We got Zelda, aka Donda, here with us, and and let's see, Darnell Dodge really likes my microphone because it reminds him of a dildo. Apparently, okay, cool. It's a nice microphone. It's high quality. You can really I don't know. Awesome. No, I said it's very Australia centric now. I find it fascinating learning about, I want to share my story about food stamps and stuff. And I like learning about different parts of the world. You guys, if are Australian, I would be shooting for Centrelink. Why don't you mention me? I'm the best. Who are you again? Which one are you? You're Australian. You're not Australian. No, you're from, forget who this one is. Yes, it's a Blue Yeti mic. Before you say, well, it's not Blue. Apparently, there was a company called Blue, and there's a company called Yeti, and I think Yeti bought out Blue, so they merged the names Blue Yeti. Yes, this is a Blue Yeti. Whoa, if you're from my face, you must be hideous. Wow. Darnell, you're not a he. Darnell's kind of an odd name for a woman. I thought Darnell was a guy. Darnell? Okay, Darnell. Whatever you is. Yeah, there's actually my first Blue Yeti broke, but it broke within a year. So I was able to claim the warranty. And what I found out online is you want to get, instead of the cable it comes with goes straight in, you want to get one of these angled. So I specialty bought one of these angled arch cables because the big design flaw is the straight cable. It goes in and it breaks, it breaks very easily, and it also breaks the undercarriage. So I bought myself one of these left shaped angled, USB cords. Okay. Does it make you excited seeing me, fondling this microphone here that you seem obsessed with? I mean, is this getting you excited? Should we hide this somewhere? Is this, is a distraction for you, Darnell? Well, sleepy. I'm getting sleepy. Now I'm getting to that point where it's like, what am I doing here? All right. Does anyone have anything they'd like to say or share or do or accomplish? Or no, I learned a lot about Australia. I always like learning about different parts of the world. And I don't know why you guys, like, what's his name? Too Far Gone. If you're on Centrelink, why didn't you also get on EBT or whatever the food stamp equivalent is? In fact, what's it called? If Centrelink is your Social Security disability, what is your food stamps called? Your EBT? What do you call that? Why not get on that too? You don't qualify? Because I try to get on that. That's like extra money specifically for food. You can keep more of your Centrelink money. So I understand, I'm asking about why, because we're all kind of comparing notes, neat bucks notes, if you think about it. So yeah, like, what do you guys call your food stamps or whatever it is, and why didn't you? Okay. Apparently, no one has an answer. It's funny. You say you don't have EBT. Earlier, what's Too Far Gone said we do have EBT, which I thought was odd. I thought that was an American term, electronic benefits transfer. Too Far Gone, I thought claimed you do have EBT, but what do you have any equivalent for, like, if you're poor, they give you money for food? Food vouchers. Okay. Like, it's like a piece of paper, or do they give you like a card that has X amount of money you can spend towards food? Or, oh, they used to have EBT, but now you have food vouchers, which are with pieces of paper, or? So do you get those because you're on Centrelink? You also get your food vouchers, or is that like a separate program? Did you have to apply? Because like with me, I'm trying to apply for food stamps while I'm unemployed. I do want to go back and apply for Social Security, which is our Centrelink, but right, it's like they're different programs. So I'm trying to get qualified for food stamps. So yes. Interesting. Interesting. I'm learning about Australian neat bucks. Oh shit! Do I end it now? I need to get another one of these. This is dying. This is, okay, so it's about $1,000 a month, let's say. Okay, yeah. I think if I got Social Security disability insurance, it would probably be a little bit higher, but not by much. It would be 13 something. And then I could still work like Aiden in Canada does. I could work like a shit part-time job 3 days a week for some supplemental money. You know what I mean? Do you have a YouTube channel where you sing? We'd love to hear some of your songs, some of your tracks. But anyway, hold on. I got another one of these. All right, I'm back just in time. Wow. All right, not much to come back to. We're ending. We're okay. Last of the beer. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, we learned this has been the night of Australians, so thank you. Thank you, Aussies, for joining me. All right. I'm going to slowly sip this beer, probably get off pretty soon, because I don't really know where to go anymore. I might have to, I'm going to look some shit over. Illegal stuff. Oh, crap. I got some credit card bills. I got some stuff to look over, so, oh, shit. Huh. Likewise, don't be a stranger. It's a pleasure. Every Monday, I claim my neat bucks for unemployment. I forgot to do it today. I forget why. That's right, because it snowed. I had to go out. I started, let me shovel the snow, then I'll claim my neat bucks. I do it online now. It's so much easier. I just do it over the phone. I got to claim my neat bucks. It doesn't open, the website doesn't open until 8 a.m. So I'm going to push myself to stay up just so I can claim my neat bucks. I do it every Monday, but we had a holiday. The last 2 Mondays were holidays, or the last 2 Mondays I did it, but we didn't get paid out because we had the holidays. We had Christmas and New Year's. So I just remember, thank God I'm here. So you guys, I got to remember to claim my neat bucks at 8 a.m. Okay. Got to claim neat bucks. Okay. Okay. Well, hold on a minute. So claim the neat bucks. Yeah, I got to, oof.